know when we are. Okay.
Okay. Perfect.
It says we're live. I'm just checking that my thing is working. Let me just refresh it.
I also have it on my computer now.
Oh, do you?
I do.
Okay. Oh, wait, I'm just waiting for it to. I'm actually just waiting for it to appear.
Perfect. I have it on my computer.
Sorry, everyone. I just had to double check that it was working.
Perfect.
Okay. All right. Hello, everyone that's here at the live stream. You all know me, Lita, and I'm doing a very special live stream today. I'm doing it with a fellow WordPress blogger friend, which is Shay, known as AnimeReviewergirl. Say hi, Shay.
Hi, everybody.
It makes me so happy to finally talk to another fellow blogger person. So I guess we're just like a little bit nervous. Everybody knows this is Shay's first live stream ever. And I know you'll all you'll all be very nice. You will be good. All be good little lambs. You will. And my Twitter is already going off the hook already.
Really? Oh, wow.
Like, oh, we've already got a load of people here already. I was not expecting that. And here we got here Crimson from, oh God, I can't even say her blog name right. Fushi Live. You know Crimson. Do you know Crimson?
I think I do know Crimson. Hi.
Yeah. She's here on my YouTube for Blade Ninja. Hi, Blade Ninja. Devin Luca is here. Oh God, I hope I said your name right. Please forgive me. And I forgot the name of the blog they run. Oh, forgive me about that. My memory is so out of thoughts right now. Oh, Otaku Gamer Zone is here.
Hi. I talk to him all the time. Hi.
Who else we got here? We got JK Mix. Hello, JK Mix. Hola to you. And I said it right. Devin Lucas said I said their name right. And who else is here? David Majors. Hello, David Majors. And so, guys, feel free to ask us any questions during the live stream. We will answer them. I promise, every single one, because I like to keep track of people in the chat and that. And I feel bad if I miss someone's question. That's just me, though. So, all right, let's see. So I think just to kick everything off, I think I'll get Shay just to kind of introduce herself if nobody knows who Shay is and what she does. So I'll get you to talk a bit about yourself.
Sure.
Take it away.
So of course, my name is Shay. I go by AnimeReviewergirl on my blog. My blog is AnimeReviewergirl, and I also have a YouTube channel as well, which goes by the same name, although it's AnimeReviewGirl because I couldn't get reviewer. But I pretty much do anime discussions, reviews. I even got into some gaming now a little bit on my YouTube channel as well, and that's pretty much what I do. I started running my blog probably about a little bit more than a year ago, and I just started the YouTube channel probably about in August. So that's what I've been doing.
I remember when you first wanted to actually start your YouTube channel. I remember you sent me. I think you sent me a message. Maybe it was through Twitter or something, and you were like, you're just asking me a bunch of different questions or like what it involves, and yeah, I think, and you know, like at the time, I'm like, someone's asking me that, like because my channel. Because I've never really given advice about YouTube or anything, so I felt, you know, I felt quite special, and you just felt really unsure. You did, so
I was, but you knew so much because I was checking out a lot of different anime YouTubers and things like that. So I talked to you a lot on WordPress. So I was like, oh, well, I do kind of know her, so I'm gonna reach out to her because I wanted to do it, but I wasn't for sure how to get started or what I was gonna do.
Yeah.
So thank you so much.
Oh, that's right. And actually, well, like, if anyone else is interested in starting a YouTube channel, I actually did a special blog write-up called like Leader's Edition, How to Start a YouTube. It's just like my advice, my know-how to on how to really like kind of start one up. I don't class myself as like an A-grader YouTuber. I'm just like else really, but oh, if anyone's interested in what they want to link to that post, if you are thinking about, you know, starting up your own YouTube, then I will definitely link it to you, definitely. Well, thank you for introducing yourself, and I know we're going to get flooded with a bunch. I know we're going to get flooded with a bunch of questions, but so what? I have a question though for you. What is it that initially got, what is it initially that wanted you to start doing a channel as well as you have your blog as well?
Well, I think because I wanted to reach a wider audience, which is why I wanted to do YouTube. Because I know that blogging is something that a lot of people still do. But I've noticed that having a YouTube channel has kind of taken off. And I watch a lot of YouTube videos, although I mostly watch a lot of times vloggers. And I've always been interested in watching other people's lives. So I was like, well, I kind of want to start my own YouTube channel. I don't know what I want to talk about, but since I have my blog, which I talk about anime, I want to extend it and talk about it on YouTube. So that's what made me want to start it. Although I was initially very nervous about it, of putting myself out there. But now I love it. It's so much fun. And I still love doing my blog as well, but I like doing YouTube too.
No, it just sends this like adrenaline rush through you. Like, finally completed a video, and that's how it kind of is for me anyway.
Yeah, look, it is.
Yeah, every YouTuber can definitely relate to how you feel. And yeah, to be honest, Shay, like I thought, I know you surprised me, I think, when I first met you, that you really liked anime and that. I thought I thought YouTube would have been to do with hair and beauty.
Really?
That's just what I thought. Yeah. Yeah, I thought it would do like hair and beauty because you always wear your big bangles every time.
Yeah, I'm wearing them now.
I have a whole different collection. I just rarely wear them because I don't ever get to look pretty half the time.
Oh, which are gorgeous.
Oh, thanks anyway. I'm really a mess. You know, took me forever to organize myself this morning and get actually the stupid stream up. I'm terrible at organizing live stream.
Oh. It's okay, you're doing perfect.
So, yeah, I thought it would have been hair and beauty. I have no idea why I thought that. You just come across to me as you really, yeah, you like your obviously your hair and beauty, and yeah, that's just what I personally thought in the beginning. But
I'm terrible at it. I can do my own, but doing tutorials, I'm not good at that.
No. I wear zero. I wear zero makeup. Like finito. No. I'm a girl that out of the girls just stand there for like half an hour doing their makeup. So
for me, it takes me like 15 minutes, but at first I really wasn't into makeup. I like recently kind of got more into it, but at first I like rarely really wore makeup. I just started it, but it's fun. Once you get into it, it's fun because it's like your face is like a canvas. Makes sense.
All right. Now, I think someone asked a question. Okay, the first one is from Devin Luca, and he, by the way, Devin, I don't know if you're a girl or a boy, so I'm just going to say Devin. If you want to clarify that, please do. But Devin asks, what was your first magical girl anime?
My first magical girl anime. If this one counts, although I think it does, it's probably Sailor Moon. Was probably my first one was Sailor Moon. I watched it for the first time ever when I was 6 years old, and I would come home from school every day when my grandparents would pick me up and watch it on TV, and I was obsessed with it. And Sailor Moon was my favorite character because she was very much like how I was, kind of ditzy and like loved food and stuff like that. But then I also loved the fact that she was a princess. So that was definitely my first magical girl anime and first anime ever was that.
Well, I know how much you love Sailor Moon. Definitely.
Love it.
She's your YouTube banner. She's your YouTube banner, and it's like Sailor Moon voodoo. Because yesterday I was talking with my partner's sister, and I just got to the house and I started talking to her, and I think she brought up, oh, I wish I could watch all of the Sailor Moon. And for Easter, it's kind of a present for her, I'd let her borrow my Sailor Moon box set, and she's like, you know, full on fit, you know, like, because she has one of these that's never seen past episode 1. I'm like, oh my God. So I was like, you can borrow this over the Easter period.
No, like my mom, she knows I'm like obsessed with Sailor Moon because she knew I watched it so much as a kid. So when the Viz got a hold of it and re-released it, and I was like, I have to buy this, it's this much, and they came out with a whole bunch of merchandise, my mom was like, I know I'm gonna get a lot of packages that has Sailor Moon stuff in it. So
I mean, like, I love Sailor Moon. I love Sailor Moon as much as anybody, but like, you know, my babe, everybody knows that she's named after my channel, for God's sake, which is obviously Sailor Moon. She's my boo. You know, she's like my favorite. She's my favorite female character of all time. She like captivated me the first episode she ever came into. So
I really like
that. Obsessed with her.
I also like Sailor Mars too, and it's weird because Sailor Moon and Sailor Mars always are fighting with each other, but I've always liked Sailor Mars too because she's kind of sassy, so I like Sailor Mars, but I like Sailor Moon because she's funny.
Oh yeah, we've got someone that Devin asks again, what do you think about the Sailor Moon reboot, since we're talking about Sailor Moon anyway right now? You can go first, Shay.
I'll be honest. Okay, I didn't like it that much. And it just was because of the fact I just felt like they pushed the romance too much between Usagi and Mamoru, just a little too much for me. And they didn't show the differences between all the scouts, which is what's captivated a lot of people before, is that if you had a group of friends, you could easily say which one was who. But I feel like this time they kind of made all their personalities blend together. So I didn't really enjoy it. I didn't enjoy it that much. I'll give the next season a try because I do really want to watch it. But I just felt like they pushed too much of that, and they didn't have a lot of the comedic aspect that even the manga had. And I felt like they made the show just a little too serious. And I like those aspects of comedic that happen between all of the scouts.
Oh, look, that you know, I think it's pretty much really addressed about how I feel about the show as well. I particularly don't like the new dub that they did for Sailor Moon. Like, I'm glad it got re-released. You know, it got re-released here in Australia. Only part 2 came out last month. But
Oh, wow.
yeah, we're late sometimes with re-releases. You guys in America get it early. And,
Yeah,
I don't like the new rebooted. I don't like the new rebooted Sailor Moon. I've heard like, you know, they changed some, you know, real memorable quotes for certain people who love the show. Like when they said instead of meatball head, they said bunhead. Like, you know, when Darren says it, oh, you bunhead. Like it oh, I'm just like, no.
it wasn't the same.
About me, I just wanted to kind of slap Darian there and there. Or slap the person who changed that the famous meatball head word. It just aggravated me. And I listened to Mars, Mercury, and obviously Serena's voice, and they all sound the same. They do. They all sound the same. They don't. There's no individuality there at all. Like kids dub. They all had their individual voices. Like Amy in the 4Kids dub was kind of quiet and true, and then Ray's was a bit abrupt and loud. But in the new reboot version of Sailor Moon, the dubbed, it just sounds. They all sound the same. I don't know.
Yeah.
That, but that's what it sounds like to me, and that is one of the reasons why I just refuse to buy the new re-release. I probably will end up doing that anyway, even if I say I'm not going to go buy it.
I'm not gonna lie, I bought the new dub, although I haven't yet watched all of it. So I think I'm probably gonna watch all of it at some point and then do a complete review on it. But from what I have watched of it, it's hard for me to listen to the new voices in the dub because I keep in my head hearing the old ones. So it's like it sounds weird. So like when I hear Luna, I hear the person that voiced Luna before, and then when I hear Luna now, it makes me think of Rukia from Bleach because it's the same voice actress. So I'm like, this just sounds like so weird.
I didn't even know that. Oh my god, I feel so stupid.
It is. And then the voice actor for Artemis in the new dub plays Ichigo in Bleach. So for me, it's like a weird toss-up for me. So I'm glad they re-released it though, because it's like a part of my childhood came back. But then I thought they were gonna re-release it with the same voices. So when I saw there were new ones, I was like, I'll give it a try. We'll see.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't think the fandom is ever going to die for it. It's still as big as it was. Say, I don't know how many years ago was it 10 or 20 years ago? Oh my god. Yeah, it must have been 20 years ago. It's the one. I can't remember. I'd have to look it up, but I can't be bothered. So. Well, I suppose I should give an answer. Like, what was my first magical girl anime? Oh God. Well, It was for me. It was Cardcaptor Sakura for me. Before
I watched that too.
It was that I was always, when I was younger, I used to make my own incantation videos. I'd sit there with my lame computer, the camera on the computer, the built-in camera, and I made my own crappy wand out of foil, like Sakura's wand. I made it out of foil, and then I would repeat the incantation Sakura every time every time she was about to, capture a card or summon the windy card. By the way, my favorite card is card. I would just love to summon that, I'll go, key of cloud, power of magic, power of light, surrender the wand, ignite, release. Okay, it didn't end up going like that. It just, thinking about it now, it was just so embarrassing. Oh god, I miss it. Oh.
It's okay, don't be embarrassed. I actually one point as a kid cut out, made the shapes of Serena's moon on her head and actually taped it to my head to really pretend like I was her as a kid. So don't be embarrassed.
Oh wow. I think in one of my old YouTube vlogs, I was so excited for the episode in Sailor Moon Crystal where Jupiter was about to come in, and I made my own Sailor Jupiter tiara out of I think foam and some metallic paint and whatever, and stuck a gem on there, and I wore that through the entire vlog.
That is awesome though, and very creative.
Oh God, no! Because before I even recorded the vlog, I watched the whole entire episode with that stuck on my head, and then I just put little embarrassing snippets of me wearing this Sailor Jupiter tiara on my head. So if anyone feels like it, they can go search it up. It's somewhere in my YouTube playlist. I don't know which one it is. I forget. So just to think of all the embarrassing stuff that me and that me and all of the fans do. Anyway, you guys in the chat box and whoever's watching this, you guys can feel free to tell us any embarrassing stories.
Yes, we're not alone, I'm sure.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, look. Oh, got one of, oh, who's here? Ah, hello, Mr. Brago. Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Okay. Now, oh, magical girl talk. I think my head will get sent into a spin. Okay. Right. See what other questions. I'm sure someone asked another question. I'll just scroll up. Okay. So Otaku Gamer Zone asks, do you plan on attending an American anime convention with maybe Shay or other anime bloggers?
Me?
Yeah, you can go. I think Otaku Gamer Zone is asking, so are you attending like any anime conventions this year, I guess? Or I don't, I think also they're asking, are you going to meet up with any other kind of, you know, WordPress bloggers, which I'm not sure if you are or not, but I'll let you answer that.
Sure, no problem. So I originally was planning on going to Anime Expo, which is in LA. I had actually already pre-ordered my ticket, but I'm unable to go now. But I do plan to try and go to SAC Anime again this year, because SAC Anime seems to always happen around my birthday. So I went last year for my birthday, so I plan to try and go this year as well for my birthday. As far as meeting up with any other like anime bloggers or anything, I would love to meet up with anybody that's going to be there. I feel like that would be so awesome to be able to, you know, see everybody in person and hang out with them and, you know, have more of a connection besides just on the computer or via my phone, which is what I'm usually on. But yeah, I love going to conventions. So I've only been to 2 conventions so far. So I'd gone to Fanime and I had also gone to SAC Anime. Are the only 2 I've ever been to. But I would definitely want to go to more, and I would definitely love to meet up with anybody that's at a convention that I'm at.
Well, look, I think that's awesome. I mean, like, I'm only aware of so many of the, you know, American conventions that go on. There is, I know, like, I think just this weekend or this week was Sakura Con, and there was Boston, which obviously looks so. They do. Well, for me, like, you know, being here in Australia, you know, it'll be kind of hard to, you know, meet any of, like, you know, blogger friends because everyone's kind of scattered. I kind of dream of going to like any sort of American convention and kind of meeting anyone. That would be really awesome. I think for about last year, for the first time, I didn't attend 3 local cons where I live that happen every year. I didn't attend them for certain reasons, but I'm hoping to go to one of my local ones this year. So just for advice, going to a con on your own is the worst idea possible. I'm speaking personal experience. It was kind of half and half for me, it was. And the Saturday, I spent, I think, the first half of the day alone, and then I met a couple of people, and then they did me. And then the Sunday, I met up with one of just my average friends, and then after that, I think I went home because I'd had enough. that was the last convention I went to.
I'll be honest, for me, I've never gone to a convention by myself. Whenever I've gone with friends.
Are you there, Shay?
Yep, I'm still here.
Oh, there you are. That's all right. You just froze for a second. Good. All good.
I'm still here. No, my last convention I went to, I actually took my friends with me, and I took my mom, and none of them have any idea what anime is. So it was kind of cool. It was their first time going to a convention and their first time actually like seeing anything really anime related. beyond what they've mostly seen on TV, like Pokemon and things like that. So they had an absolute great time. And I actually didn't think that they would, but they loved it. They loved going to the panels with me, and they all like really helped me to meet the ones I wanted to meet. So it was so much fun to be able to take them with me. And my mom's like, she would probably go to another one. So I have to drag her to a second one.
That's so nice you got to share that with your mom. I mean, like, me bringing my mom to a convention, well, I think that's kind of like a fleeting dream.
My mom thought of it as like a big costume party. Because of all the cosplay.
Oh God. Well, she's already suffered my, when I've cosplayed, my cosplay catastrophes. She already has. A whole long history of that. There is, like before on, you making help me with my hair, and you always get your mum or your dad to help you with stuff like that. It's I think when I first started cosplaying, my parents were, obviously the reaction, they're kind of fine about it. They were kind of just, really accepting about it, and they're just like, oh, they just be like, oh, you're off to the con now. All right, have a nice time. Go meet some other fellow, weirdos like you. Like, oh.
Oh.
She only said that. I think that was when I first went to my first convention ever. No, and just like, oh, you're just kidding, don't worry. I'm like, okay.
It's okay, I understand, because I don't think my dad definitely doesn't completely understand anime, so even he's kind of like, I don't know what you're watching, but it looks interesting. So he's watched a few episodes of some things, and he's liked them. My mom is still not in the whole watching stage, but she liked the cosplay because she thought of it as like a huge Halloween party. She's like, I love all these costumes. They're so creative.
It'd be, yeah, your mom would be about right to assume it'd be like Halloween's come early.
Yes. She thought they were so cool.
When I've like when I'm like sitting in my room watching like an anime show, mom and dad have always come in at the wrong times when say like there's somebody that's about to die or someone's going something like that, and the look on their faces is like, Mum, I think the last time Mum just kind of, slowly shut the door and said, okay.
That's like with my dad. My dad used to always think that at one point that anime a lot of times was for kids, and I kept telling him like, no, like it's different. It's not always like that. And so I happened to be watching Fruits Basket, and it was with Kino, and I love Fruits Basket, and Kyo was talking to, I think it was Uo, one of Toru's friends, and he cursed at her, and my dad happened to walk in at that exact moment, and he just goes, what are you watching? Because he caught it, and I was sitting there laughing because of his face. And now he's also watched Shin-chan, which is all kinds of crazy humor, and he's loved it because he found it hilarious.
Oh, what? I've actually never heard of Shin-chan. What's that about?
So Shin-chan, a lot of times the way I tell like a lot of my friends who have ever asked about it is that it's like a mixture, to me at least, of The Simpsons, Family Guy, and South Park, because it's kind of a little bit very adult, but it's basically a 5-year-old boy by the name of Shin and all of his friends, and basically just all the havoc that happens. And it's the way it's drawn is very like kind of like 90s kind of drawn, so it's very kind of crudely drawn, so it's not the best animation, but it's absolutely hilarious. Some of the episodes do blend in with each other, although some of the episodes are completely separate. There's even a Star Wars parody episode that is all kinds of hilarious that I absolutely like, and that's pretty much what it's about. The best thing that I liked about it is that Funimation is who ends up dubbing it, and they actually put in a lot of like American humor and American jokes and like American celebrities, so that it's enjoyable for a lot of people. So you should definitely watch it. It's so good.
Oh, that definitely sounds like my alley. Sounds like my cup of tea.
You should watch it.
We've got Devon Leaker. They say my mother nearly came in on the H scene of Fate's Day Night. Oh, what scene is that? Oh, you're gonna have to refresh my memory, Devon, because I haven't watched Fate's Day Night for a very long time. I haven't.
I've seen only
you're gonna have to refresh
of that series. But I definitely understand. I was watching Speed Grapher. And if anybody's ever seen Speed Grapher, there's quite a few scenes in there that are on the realm of...
I haven't seen that yet.
You should watch it. And there's quite a few scenes that, you wouldn't want your parents walking in on. And I ended up having to turn it off for fear of my dad walking in on me watching it. Because I was like, let me wait till later.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, I actually have a question. Have a question for you, Shay. I do, because I don't think anyone's asked a question yet. That's fine. No, I actually have a whole bunch of questions lined up. So what is? I know you're a romance genre. You love the romance genre, like me, but. So what's your favorite? What's your favorite romance anime?
Ooh, my favorite romance anime is I have kind of two. One of them is definitely Itazura na Kiss. It's one of my favorites. I stayed up all night watching it when I first started watching it. I literally watched it from like either 8:00 p.m. and then it hit about 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock my time, and at that time was going back, so we gained an hour. That makes sense. So I stayed up to like 3 o'clock in the morning watching Itazura na Kiss, and it was just all kinds of adorable. And the second one I really liked is also Paradise Kiss, which romance is in there, but I liked it because of the ending was surprising, but that's what I liked about it the most.
Yeah, it's around okay. So I think was before my internet went crappy. was one of the everyone knows on my YouTube how crap my internet is, but it was one of the few shows. It was one of the last shows I watched online, and it's around okay. It was good, but like obviously the main male protagonist. I think his name is Naki. I think Nakino. I think it's
Naoki.
I'm no good at I'm my representation of saying Japanese names is appalling. But
okay.
Yeah, obviously he's gives the cold shoulder to poor oh god, what's her name?
Kotoko.
Oh. Yeah. I think she's nearly she may be like this real dumb female protagonist. She tries. I like the anime. She tried really hard to try and get kind of dipshits, dipshit head attention. But Akino is someone I would never want to date. Definitely, he's actually in my list of I think men I would never want to date. I actually post about that.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you on that one. He's definitely not someone I would really want to date. Because he does have that cold shoulder, but it's like it's weird because it's like a lot of girls like that because it's kind of like he's not showing me attention, so I'm gonna make him show me attention. But Kotoko was very ditzy and very airheaded, but she was funny, and she got what she wanted.
Yeah, eventually she did, but
it took a long time.
Mr. loved to be in denial nearly the whole time, so that was He just annoyed me nearly the whole watch, but I still watched it because I wanted to see what the outcome would be at the end. So don't worry, we're not going to reveal anything to anyone here if you've not seen It's Around No Kid.
Yeah.
So
if you haven't seen it, watch it. The manga is really good too. So I've been reading the manga. So the manga is also very good.
Oh, that's right. I know you. Yeah, you did read the manga, didn't you? You did a review on that. Yes,
I
yeah, you did a
did
video.
for halfway because it's not yet finished, and I was upset. I thought I had gotten the
I
last
wouldn't
one,
think
but
that.
it's not done. So I have to wait for volume 11.
Oh, I hate that. You know, when you're reading, I try and avoid reading ongoing mangas sometimes, depending what it's about. I usually try and I'm so fixated on reading completed mangas, you know. I
Yeah,
hate waiting.
I'm with you. Surprisingly, it's like the manga's finished, but they did a re-release of it for the US. So it's like they're reprinting it. So I was like, it's taking forever.
All right, so we got asked some more questions. Okay, so from GK Mix, hello again, GK Mix. They say, what was your first encounter with an anime that you considered to be bad?
The first anime that I consider to be bad. That's a hard question.
I know, you gotta use your brain. You gotta think.
I know. That's the crazy thing.
Getting stumped with these kind of questions is fun.
Yeah, because I think it's because for me, it's like I'll finish an anime or I'll try to finish an anime, even if it's bad. But I think I probably have to go with an anime that I've dropped, and I'm actually gonna have to check my Mal account because it's on there. I can't remember what it's called, and oh god, what is it? I think it's Hito. What is it called? I'm gonna have to look it up. Literally,
That's
shows
fine.
you how bad I don't remember this.
What genre of anime was it?
I think it was supposed to be romance, but
Okay.
it was kind of slow for me. But the only other one I can actually think of at this one is monthly what's it called? Monthly Girls
Thinking.
Soki-kun? Let me check.
Monthly. Oh wait, hasn't that just got released? Isn't that the girl with the orange hair and she's got red and white polka dots bows in her hair?
Yeah, I dropped that one recently.
That one.
I dropped that one recently, but another one I dropped before was Hero no. I'm bad with this name.
Wait. Do you mean the Tamoyore Princess Saga?
I think yes.
That's the English name for it.
Yes. I watched the first season and then I started watching the second one and I couldn't get into it. And so I ended up dropping it.
Oh, well, it is based off because that's one of my favorites.
Really? I feel so bad now saying I dropped it.
Oh, don't feel bad. It does follow like, you know, from the game. It does, you know, it's just following the story from the game. It is. But, you know, I'm just a romance fanatic and I'll just pretty much watch anything. So it's totally fine.
I guess that's why, is because I didn't know it was based off of a game. So I think that's also why I probably didn't get into it very much. And the other one, you were actually right. It was Monthly Girls Nozaki-kun. I tried to watch that and got to like episode 7 and then bowed out. A lot of people.
I've not seen that one, and you know, I've heard good things and kind of bad things about it. I think the romance aspect is not really what you expect. But you know what? Eventually, I'll watch it for myself. I always watch anime for myself. I don't listen to the hype and whatever. I'm just like that. But I think, let's see, one show that I thought was bad. Let's see. I usually don't ever like talking about anime that's bad sometimes, but considered to be bad. I think the last one I considered to be bad was Dance in the Vampire Bund. That one? No, I actually got recommended that by a fellow blogger friend, OG Man from the Yuri Nation, and I actually went and bought it, but it just wasn't. I was not entertained throughout the whole series. It's really short. It's only 12 to 13 episodes long. The main female protagonist has just got this whiny, annoying voice, and just the whole story. You know, I thought like with vampires, you know, that sort of thing. I like that sort of thing. You know, my anime genre is really open, but it didn't really. I mean, the plot was all over the place. The first episode, it's half of it's based on kind of a game show. I thought, what the hell is going on? It hadn't even gotten to the main plot, and you know, there's this useless other side character guy. I don't remember his name. I think he was supposed to be the main male protagonist. He was useless. The female protagonist was useless. Yeah, I just couldn't get into it. I forced myself to finish it, and I did review it in the end. It's actually on my blog. But yeah, it wasn't really appealing to me. But apparently the manga is better because it actually goes more into detail of the story. So I'm actually going to read the manga, but I would not recommend the anime because it's not. Okay. It's not like, it's definitely nothing. It's mediocre vampire. It is. It's nothing like Shiki, where that's, you know, real kind of vampire to me. It is, because there's ever rarely any good vampire series when it comes to anime. So yeah. I would not consider Dancing the Vampire, but good vampire anime series. So yeah.
Yeah. I just thought of another one that I actually did a review on that I didn't really like. And it was the anime No Game, No Life.
Yes, you did do a review on that. I forgot you put me no likey, I think.
Yes, I did. It was just all over the place. Oh man, that's the only thing. It was all over the place for me. And I was like, no. I don't get it. It just kind of flow. I was like, oh yeah, I don't like this.
Yeah, the show is really all over the place. It is. Apparently, look, I still have yet to see it. I've got to admit, you know, the animation looks really nice. It looks, the animation's so really pretty. But you know, it's with the main male protagonist and female. I think they're sister and brother. And obviously, they enter a game world, and people have been saying stuff about them too. And you know, I think you know, saying they don't really act like brother and sister. I'm like,
they don't act like brother and sister.
But these real awkward moments is like, okay, why don't you just get married then?
It's like they're kind of close.
Look, you know, obviously, I'd have to be the judge of that eventually when I actually eventually watch it. I'd probably just watch it just for the animation, not because it's about entering into the world. I'd probably just watch it for the animation. So
you should, because I think you'll really like it.
I think I might like it maybe in the end, or I'll be the judge of that. Oh wow, there's so many people here. I'm kind of overwhelmed right now.
Oh, wow, how many people are there?
No, there's so many familiar faces. Hello, Habit. Hello. I'm sorry I didn't say hi earlier. Who else is here? Oh, Magnitude Anime Reviews. Hello. I'm so glad you could make it here. Who else is here? Manga Explained. Oh, hello, Nico. Yeah, by the way, you guys, you definitely should all go check out Shay and her channel. I'm going to keep saying that throughout this whole stream because she is amazing.
Oh, thank you.
I've always thought that about you. So.
Oh, you're so sweet.
All right. So we've got another question. Actually, someone asked through Ask FM. I think it was Devon again, and they asked if you had. Oh wait, no, wrong question. I'm gonna anyway because I think they asked a bunch of people. It says, "What spring anime in 2016 will you check out or binge watch later on?" I think I was going to ask that anyway. I was going to ask you that question anyway, because I don't know if you actually keep up with any seasonal anime. Shay?
Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't really keep up with them. To be honest, a lot of times, whatever I watch, a lot of times it's either something that's been out for a super long time that I've just haven't had a chance to check out. But honestly, I haven't thought about what I wanted to watch for the spring season of 2016. It's probably going to be whatever I see a lot of people have kind of watched and whatever I've seen a lot of people talk about. It's the same thing I did when Attack on Titan came out. I didn't watch Attack on Titan until a little bit later on after I heard so much about it. And I was like, let me check out this show. So I honestly, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys, would like to see me check out. Cause I honestly haven't thought about it.
I think there's, I do follow quite a few YouTubers. I do follow quite a few YouTubers that don't really keep up with sort of seasonal anime. I was constantly keeping up with it, but my internet just obviously didn't want to agree with me. So I'm really been keeping up. Like I'm always still curious about what comes out like in the winter, like this winter 2016 season's just gone by, and yeah, sometimes I'm watching anime weekly. I'm one of those people that I can't stand it. I just like to wait for it to kind of air, and then you can just kind of binge watch it. But I have to say that, like, for me personally, spring 2016 season, there's quite a few that look really good, and I probably plan to binge watch them. In a couple I've actually planned to probably watch maybe by weekly, only because they're really my typical kind of genre that I like. So but yeah, look, I don't think, if you don't watch seasonal anime, it is really hard to keep up with. And it's, all the YouTubers out there that do all the episodes, doing that every week, put a lot of work into it. So I just trying to keep up with that for me personally, and I think for you as well, Shay, is just kind of
yeah. I've tried before, and then I've failed at it. I tried when Sun Moon Crystal came out, and then when Kuroko's Basketball season 3 was airing as well, I did it and tried. But with Kuroko's Basketball, after a while, I just had to stop because I just felt like everything I couldn't remember what happened the last episode because it was a while ago. So I was like, I'm just going to start binge watching everything like I usually do and then review everything as a whole, which is what I love to do. Because watching it episode by episode, I get impatient.
which is totally fine. And if anyone's wondering, I am currently sitting on my bed because I really don't have my legs are really feeling weird right now. I think it's just needles, but I usually end up doing live streams sitting on my bed anyway. So anyway, completely just rambling on about. Okay, I think I'll do another question. Okay, so Otaku Gamer Zone asks, who is your ideal husbando?
What is
Are you about to ask what is a husbando?
I am.
I didn't even know that for ages now, I'm gonna admit. Don't be okay. Basically, husbando. Basically, you can say it's the guy I guess you'd want to be married to, or it's a male anime character that you collect a lot of stuff up, or you're just a huge fan of, you're obsessed with, pretty much, and you'd want to. That's what it is to me, in my opinion. So who is?
I'm probably gonna need like a top 5.
So your husbando. So is there any male anime character out there that you would consider to be like, kind of, I guess your ideal guy maybe, or someone that you guess just want to marry or you're obsessed with?
Oh man, there's like I'm gonna need a top 5 because there's
Go ahead. You can have a top 5. That's totally fine. You trust me. I think nearly every girl has trouble answering this question that I've noticed for a what from other videos I've watched or me being in live streams personally. But look, if you want to go ahead with the top 5, that's totally fine.
Perfect. I'm gonna go to top 5. So
Okay.
number 1, I'm gonna have to choose Sashomaru from Inuyasha.
Sashomaru.
Yes. Mori from Ouran High School Host Club. I like Chad from Bleach. Let's see. I do.
Oh wait, isn't he the guy that looks like? I have seen a little bit of Bleach. It was a long time ago. Isn't Chad the one that kind of looks like an English sheepdog and his hair's right in front of his face?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, he's really mellow and kind of is hippie.
Yeah,
So.
I like that he's mellow. I like that. Let's see. For number 4, I'll probably have to choose. I really do like Byakuya from Bleach as well. And for the 5th one, I'll have to choose. Now I can't remember his name. Oh, what is his name?
Sorry.
Kiba from Naruto.
Hey, Kiba. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's probably my
That's
5. There's probably more than that.
Trust me, I think there's always more husbandos and waifus out there for every fan out there. That's a very interesting list. That is definitely.
I know.
I think I like Chad out of that list. Like,
yeah, because to me he's like the most underrated character from Bleach. To me, he's one of the most underrated characters. I wish he was in it a lot more.
Yeah, I liked him. I liked his mellowness. I did. It was cool. Oh God. Nah.
What about yours?
I've never really, I don't know. I don't think I've never really thought about the whole, anime husbando thing much. Really. Okay. There's only one guy for me. It would be Kenshin for Rurouni Kenshin. It would have to be him.
I like him. Oh, yes. That's one of my favorite shows.
I wouldn't care about his past or anything. I've always just loved Kenshin. I'd probably even consider him to be my favorite male character of all time, because I have the same habit as him. He likes to repeat himself, which I do a lot. So I think we have that in common. We do. And it's not all about sword fighting skills or anything, obviously I think he's awesome and whatever, but it's really, and it's just about his attitude about life, and that's what I've just always loved. So you have to be Kenshin, definitely.
Oh, that's a great choice. Kenshin I always found super funny, how he went from being super serious at moments and then also just super funny. So I love your choice.
Oh, I know how much you love Rurouni Kenshin. I've only finished rewatching it recently, and I only just got the other day the OVA collection, so I've got the whole series of collections of Kenshin now, so which I'm super proud of. Finally completed something.
The OVAs are so good.
They are, but I do have to say, like, in the OVAs though, some of the I don't like Kenshin's master's voice in the OVAs, like the English dub voice. He sounds like a robot.
Yeah.
Robot with no personality.
Yep.
I don't know if you think that. I think Tomo is one of the most useless female characters I've ever.
Yeah, I didn't like her. I was like, where's Kaoru?
I know. Where's Kaoru? I know she's supposed to, have a really, her husband got killed, assassinated, but she just, turned into this. I know she was a broken woman, but she could have at least, I don't know, had a bit more personality. But I guess the part of her feeling broken, that kind of personality, it was believable. So
Yes.
that's the only good thing I'm going to say about her.
Everything else is bad.
Okay, I think we got. I think we got asked a question earlier from Devon again. Devon, you love asking us questions, which is totally fine and awesome. Okay, so this would definitely apply to you, Shay. Have you ever watched or Host Club? I think it means Orin.
Oh,
Yeah,
have
I think it means
it?
Orin. Yeah, Orin High School Host Club. Well, you just mentioned your husbando, so.
Yes, I have watched it several times. Over on High School Host Club is like one of the animes that I can watch over and over and over again. And strangely enough, it's actually a show that I actually dropped after watching half of the first episode and then rewatched it because I heard so much about it, and I've absolutely fallen in love with it, and I've read so much fan fiction involving that show. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I've Orange High School Host Club. It's been a long time now, but it was really funny. The English dub's good, and I really don't have. I would have to really watch it if I was going to say anything negative about it. But right now, I can't think of anything off the top of my head. So I really can't.
Yeah, I do wish it had a second season, though. I'll be honest.
I think every girl who loves that show or anyone wants second season of that, most definitely. Definitely. Okay. Oh, okay. So Magnitude Anime Reviews has asked me a question. This is a random question. Mountains or beaches? Which makes for a better view and why? Okay. What makes for a better view?
It's beaches or?
So basically, what makes a better view? Looking at mountains or beaches? Okay, for me, it has to be mountains.
For me, I don't know. I want to say beaches, but it's strange because I wouldn't go in the water. I would stay on the beach.
So you're not a water person.
No, I don't know how to swim. So I'd probably drown.
Oh, you don't know how to swim? Oh
no. I've almost drowned twice. So I figured that's my way of saying, yeah. So like if I'm in a swimming pool, if my feet can't touch the bottom, I panic. So if I'm in 3 feet of water, I'm fine because I'm 5 feet too. So that's perfect. But put me in 5 feet water.
I'm 5'3".
I'm 5'2.5", so I can't tread water. So I'll stick like a rock.
I think you're about the same size as me. I think you're about the same size as me. 5 foot. Oh. Yeah, because I've had a friend who can't swim, and someone's asked her, we've gone to the beach before, and like they've asked my friend, aren't you going to go in the water? And they're like, no, I'm not going to go in the water. And then, what? Are you chicken? Oh my God, you're so lame. I've had someone in front of me, in front of my friend, and he just made a cry. I said, for God's sake, she can't swim. Like, I don't care if that person didn't know, but it just shows how much people assume shit. Sorry to be so abrupt.
No, it's okay.
Shit. So I hope you've never had any comments like that. I hope not. But
no, I haven't had any like that. Thankfully, a few people, when I told them I can't swim, they're very understanding of it. I will wade into the water. Like if it's on the beach, I'll wade into where like it's hitting my feet, but not enough where like if a big wave comes and it's take me out further. Not that far. So I
Okay.
think I play it cautiously when it comes to the water
Yeah.
for fearful for those reasons, but
So
mostly
would
people have been okay.
So would you be like okay just in like one of those paddling shell things?
I would if they
That's
gave
just
me a
kind of
life vest.
okay.
And if I
Look,
was with someone who could swim, because then it's like if it's two of us out there that can't swim, that's just a whole lot of trouble. So if I'm with someone else that can also swim, that can swim very well, then I would be a much more comfortable and with the life vest and stuff.
yeah, because going out in open water can be really scary. And I'll just mention, Shay, you should go look at my Instagram, and I'm sure you'll see I do a very strange hobby. So you might, if you scroll through my Instagram, you will notice it, you will. And that can be very dangerous itself. I'm not going to mention it on here because, I like to keep some things private, but it's not really private because you can just go see it on my Instagram. But like, I do understand that. Even if when I go out in open water, when I go swimming in the reef and that, I still do get scared. And if there's a shark that's going to come, because I do go swimming in this local reef and in the summer a lot. And the beach particularly I go to, there has been, the siren's gone off because there's a shark in the water. That's only happened once. It has.
Wow.
So it was, and yeah, I mean, you can't think that you're just going to be always okay, even if there's scuba divers around me, even if there was scuba divers around me and stuff, and you just never know. You just never know. But
That's true.
okay, so we got to ask the question: least favorite manga. Ninja.
Least favorite manga?
Yes, least favorite manga that you've read.
I don't know if I have a least favorite. I've read quite a few mangas, not a whole lot. Well, actually, I've read quite a few. I have to think back on the ones I've read and which ones I've liked and have not liked. I don't think I have one.
Like,
yeah.
You don't have. Oh, look, that's fine. Like, if you don't have one, you don't have one. So.
Yeah, I read a lot of romance mangas. So it's always
Like
within
me.
a genre that I like. Yeah.
You're like me. I read. Well, I was gonna say I've read zero action mangas, but I have started one called Raid Master. That's like a really old anime series. It used to air on TV. It did. But let's see. Least favorite manga for me. I've only really been reading manga fully for just over the last, I say, 5 or 6 months. I was never personally a full reader of manga, a full-on reader. So I think one of the least favorite ones I've read, let's see, was probably this romance series called LDK. That's the name. That's actually the name of the manga. It doesn't. I thought it would have had a full name, but it didn't. So
it's just initials.
The story, it was a typical shoujo. It was, but it did seem to be like a little different. But no, LDK just didn't really grip me. With the male protagonist and the female protagonist had really sour personalities. They were really bland. I thought I did read maybe the first 5 chapters just to see if the personality would pick up, and it didn't. So I would have to say that one. So
yeah, I've had those ones where I'm just trying to see if it picks up. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, that's just how it works when it comes to watching anime or reading manga.
Mm-hmm.
So like, okay. Oh yeah, there is another. Oh yes. Sorry if I'm like if we're answering any questions. I'm trying to scroll through, but the chat box keeps just going and going, really, which is totally fine.
Wow.
Okay. So I was actually not expecting this I was not expecting the chat box to kind of go hang wire as it has. Because I remember when I did my first live stream ever, it was just me talking, and I think I had one person the whole time asking questions. It was just me. I felt really, I think, yeah, I did feel really sad after doing that live stream. Not because anybody was, probably. I did feel a little sad because it was my first time really kind of putting myself out there doing that kind of live stream thing. And yeah, I did feel like a little sad, and I hadn't really connected with many YouTubers at the time, but you know what, I still wanted to do it, and I still wanted to kind of, talk about my channel, what I was going to do at the time. So it wasn't really all that bad, I guess. First live streams can always, I would not recommend doing it on your own. Future reference.
Okay. Duly noted.
No, lucky you're doing it with me. Your first live stream with Lame Leader.
I know. No, but but it's so much fun. I love doing these.
Oh, all right. Okay, Devin, I'm glad you find it fun. Okay, Devin asked another question. Lita, have you been confused for being British instead of Australian? Yes, I have, Devin. Because I think I've answered this question a lot of times, but I sound really British still to some of my Aussie friends, and I do sound Aussie to my UK family. So I have been mistaken, have always been usually mistaken for being British. Usually a lot of people can't even pick up my accent hardly anymore. They can't. So but in my videos when I'm talking, people just automatically recognize that I'm British, and I've got that accent. So if in this stream anybody wants me to do some English kind of words, I don't mind repeating that. Like here in Australia they say they go yogurt, I go yogurt. I say yogurt. So like even when I go shopping with my mum, I say yogurt. So and I've had someone, even when I'm shopping with my mum, they're like, oh my god, she's so English. It was an old lady, she was standing behind me, and I'm like, yeah, excuse me, I'm full on freaking English. So, and she just walks away. Oh yeah, my accent's always been mistaken. I'm totally used to it. Living here for 11 years, I'll be surprised if I don't have it for the rest of my life. So
I like your accent though.
Yes, everybody loves my accent. I like your accent. I love your accent.
Oh well, thank you. I never thought I had an accent.
Well, you've got that California accent, which I do. So it's cute.
Oh well, thank you.
Otaku Gamer Zone's like, resisting the urge to post a very British word right now. Why don't you just post it, Otaku Gamer Zone? Do it. Totally fine. Ooh. Okay, I think there was another question from another blogger, but I will answer that in a minute because I actually have a question for Shay.
Yay!
Okay, so I think I have like 1,000,001 questions for you because this is the stream of finding everything out about Shay. Okay, no. All right. What's your least favorite anime genre that you don't like to watch, or you just don't really watch?
I'd probably say mecha. So any mech animes. I've gotten the question a couple of times on my Ask FM of what's my favorite mech anime, and I've only watched one, and that was Aquarion, and I did really, really like it, but it's definitely a genre I don't delve into very often.
I'm sorry. I'm laughing only because this is kind of like a what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of like a cliche kind of voodoo moment, because I'm the opposite. I love mecha. Like, I'm a full-on mecha girl. Yeah, I love it. I love it. And
You have to recommend me some.
Well, I mean, like, I know people think it's just about these robots fighting and that's it. That's all the excitement, which some of the mecha animes are like that. But it's not always about the robots just fighting. I'm into all the, mecha designs, and I'm planning to buy my first mecha anime. I mean, not the first mecha anime. I mean, mecha figurine at some point. It's from one of the Gundam. It's one of the Gundam Destiny figurines that I really want. But anyway, that's just boring you, Shay.
No, it's not. It's really cool though.
Yeah, when you mention Aquarium, I only started watching that last night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I've seen like the sequel to it, but I've never seen the first Aquarium series. So yeah, that's kind of cliche. But mecha is one of the typical genres I've found that it is people's least favorite. So which is totally understandable. I wouldn't say I've got a least favorite of genre. I really like all genres. I'm pretty open when it comes to anime watching, and I know you're pretty open when it comes to like anime watching anyway.
Yeah, very open.
So, what you said, Devin Lita, does Zoids count as mecha? Because I haven't watched Evangelion. Zoids, yeah, I would say Zoids counts. Definitely. I think I've only seen like a few episodes of it, but I just consider it mecha anime series. And then Magnitude Anime Reviews is like, oh yes, you've suggested a bunch of mecha series. The only one I've not seen is Iron Blooded Orphans. I've not seen that. I know it came out in, was it the winter? No, I think was it the summer season it came out? I can't remember. I think it was the summer season. I know I need to watch it. I've heard good things about it, but moving on. Okay, I actually have a question for all you guys in the chat. Actually, I want you guys to write down your thoughts on like why is it particularly you think that a lot of people don't check out blogging websites? Because me and Shay, we're bloggers. We review anime. We know our blogs are about anime. So yeah, you guys in the chat box or wherever you are, Twitter, I don't know, just tell us like, what makes you not want to check out a lot of kind of anime blogs, or what do you think about anime blogging in general? Do you think it's gonna die? Because like for example, like me and Shay on WordPress, the community on there for anime is kind of really huge, like when we first started. So yeah, because I know Shay has a video, I think, talked about blogging, haven't you? And you think why people don't check it out. And
yeah, I did.
Yeah, and I think also it's because a lot of people don't want to read a lot of things. They don't want to read a blog posts, but people do it anyway. We're ones that do it anyway. Like the reasons I joined, if anyone didn't know, I recently joined a brand new anime blogging site. They're called Unami TV, and I joined them because they're about to do a Kickstarter for like kind of an anime social network site for anime fans by anime fans. And the way they do their is kind of try and keep them short. We do, and we don't make them like long lists. We do, so it's just easy for readers to read. So I think getting into things like that it was a good opportunity idea for me, but trying to balance everything else is always hard.
Yes. I don't understand.
Yeah. Okay. Have you got any questions, Shay, that you want to ask me, or you'd like to ask the people in the chat? You're very welcome to.
Let's see. I don't have any right now. Oh, let me think.
Look, that's okay. Feel free to butt in at any time and say, I have a question.
I think
because that's what
I think I do have one question. Since I know that you said you don't read a lot of action mangas, has there been an action manga that you've thought of wanting to read because of a lot of people reading it, or because of like the ending? Has there been any that you thought of?
Okay. Action manga. I don't know. I haven't really had come to my head. I know everybody keeps getting on my tail about Boku na Academia Hero. I think that's how you say it. Everybody wants me to read that manga, and I've always wanted to. I think I've always wanted to read the Gurren Lagann manga, to be honest. Yeah. Not because it's manga, but because it's got some. I've seen a few glimpses of kind of the action scenes from the manga series. And that's probably one that I would love to start reading. It's probably one that I'll probably start reading. I kind of set myself a goal this year of reading 50 manga this year, just so it kind of me to read more manga. So it's kind of working out. I've only completed 5 at the moment. I'm on the 6th one at the moment. Slow process.
No, I definitely understand. I'm reading a lot of different mangas right now at like the same time. I'm also reading quite a few action ones. So
what are you reading?
Right now, what I'm reading, but I still have to play catch up so that I can be at where they've now ended. Not ended, but where they're continuing it from. And it's Attack on Titan is what I'm also currently reading right now. Bleach. I am reading currently Fairy Tail, Haikyuu, Nana right now, Skip Beat.
Oh wow!
Say I Love You.
Oh yeah, I actually have the first volume of Say I Love You, but I've not read it yet because that's
Kami-sama Kiss is also what I'm reading.
Oh wow, you're reading a bunch. I can't read a bunch at the same time. I have to focus on one, and that'll be it. But you know, shoujo is the worst distraction in the world. So
yes, I read quite a few shoujo ones. Yeah. For me, I'm playing catch up right now. I haven't read manga in actually quite a few weeks right now, so there's a lot of manga I have to like catch up on, just because I've been so focused on like watching anime and other stuff like work. But
yeah. So yeah, because I think you mentioned, that's right, you mentioned Attack on Titan in there. I do want to read the manga of Attack on Titan because recently I completed the anime. Finally,
it's good.
Yes, it is. So I am excited for the second season, definitely, and it was special when I watched it because I actually watched it with my partner. He's only starting to watch anime now. Like at the moment, we're nearly finished Full Metal Alchemist together, and we finished Attack on Titan together. And watching it with him it made the experience a lot more enjoyable. It did. Even watching on my own, I would have still enjoyed it, but watching with him, his reactions, it was so funny. You know, he's kind of like, you know, like I was the same. But you know, I'm just going now. Half the cliffhanger moments of what was going on, and my god,
it's such a good show. I really loved Attack on Titan. And the one thing though that I think a lot of other fans didn't agree with me on, or might not agree with me on, is that I didn't understand what was the hype with Levi. I didn't understand it, at all.
Oh,
Even
I
after
think,
watching it, I
well,
haven't understood it. Just
okay.
because because when I first watched it, I thought he was the main character. And then when I started watching it, I was like, where's Levi? And then he pops up like in the middle of the series. And I was like,
Well,
oh, okay.
I I had that moment as well, like, oh, okay. And I think I was the same. I was like, what is this hype with Levi? You know, I did
Yeah.
one point think, for God's sake. But I think it's one particular episode when they're cleaning. I think Aaron's just joined the scouts. Obviously
Mm-hmm.
he can transform into a titan, blah blah blah. And I think it's when he's, you know, cleaning and that. But, you know, like, I love it when I love watching Levi when he fights, you know, like,
Mm-hmm.
I love watching that. But you know, like, I don't think I'm going to get into, you know, him wholly as a character. You know, I think he's cool. I think he's amazing when he fights. But as a character,
Yeah.
you know, he's like, you know, obviously he's a bit bland. But obviously, I think when it comes to his team, he really does care about his team. He does, and I can tell, you know, he does care, but, you know, he's kind of got this, does have this stubborn streak in him, and he can be finding he's very eluding at times as well. But I think where you're coming from, saying that why does everyone like Levi, I'll be totally honest with you. There is a lot of Levi yaoi
There
mixing with
is.
like Aaron.
I've
Yeah,
seen
it's
I've
like
seen
all over.
a lot of it. It's
Yeah,
everywhere.
okay. Yeah. You know, I think Crimson just mentioned it in the chat. Like, me and her, we like yaoi. Like, I'm not gonna hide that. And,
Yeah.
you know, I did get into the whole, you know, Levi Aaron thing, but, you know, I think that's where a lot of the Levi appreciation and like for him comes from. And I also think it's just in general, you know, how he fights and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But you know,
Yeah.
like, do you have a favorite character from Attack on Titan?
I do. My favorite character is Mikasa. Mikasa. She's
Mika.
so badass. I love
I
her.
know. Well,
She's
like,
so badass. To me, she's definitely one of my favorite female characters because of the fact that she
yeah.
even though Aaron wants to act like he's all big and bad, but watching her like kind of like protect him in like the background, like that first episode when the boy's gonna beat up Aaron and he's like trying to fight him, but then she appears in the background. They're like, no, we don't want to mess with you anymore. And it's like, that's why I like her. So I was like, she's one of my favorite characters. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
she's up there for me.
I could tell right off the bat she was going to be really, you know, everyone was going to really like her, obviously, because she can fight, and, you know, she's got her reasoning behind it, and, you know, I think she's amazing, but she's not going to be like one of my favorite female characters. You know, I think she's awesome in that, but, you know, I am surprise a few, but probably, even though he's a total wuss, most people think in the anime, I Armin. I liked Armin.
Yeah,
I did.
he's
I think
very smart.
No, it's not. It's probably because he's smart. You know, he can strategically think, you know, on his feet. But I think also because I struck a personal chord with his character as well. And yeah, he's probably I'm the most fond of character from the series. And I'm also on the balance. I'm also on a scale with Aaron. Like, at the same time, he can be quite, you know, he's got a pair of balls and he's not afraid to say the truth when no one else wants to. There's been really powerful scenes like that in the series where, you know, he's opened his big fat mouth, and then there's and then there's the side of him he can be a bit of a coward, and, you know, he's just a spoiled brat. I think you're either going to like his character or you're just going to not like it. I'm kind of on the scale with it. You know, there's good and bad about his character, but I love it when he gets serious. Like the Colosso Titan goes over that wall and he's like, it's been a while. Like, that moment, I've never seen an anime character's eyes bulge out as much. Like, so much. And that was when I was really into Aaron's character. Yeah, yes, GK mix. I was really behind with the whole Attack on Titan thing. Yes, I was.
It's okay. I think a lot of people were behind. I know I was definitely one of those behind with Attack on Titan. Although I will say I also hated the live action. I saw both parts.
I have no desire to watch the Attack on Titan live action movies.
I
probably,
honestly,
if I did,
I honestly hadn't thought of like watching it until one of my friends actually surprised me with going to go see the part 1 in theaters. And then when I watched part 1, the entire time I was like, oh no, this doesn't happen. I'm so confused. Where did that come from? And then I was like, now I have to watch part 2 to find out how they're going to end this that they already kind of messed up on. So don't watch it. Those of you guys who have not seen it, I don't suggest watching it. Or you could, like I have a review out on part 1 and part 2 of the live action. So like I said before, if it's someone going into it that's never seen Attack on Titan, they may like it because it seems like it's completely separate from the anime, so they may enjoy it. But if it's someone that's already seen Attack on Titan, you may not enjoy it as much because you're like, that made zero sense. Because some characters just aren't there, and you're just like, what?
Yeah.
The times have changed. Very strange.
Yeah, I think if I was going to watch the live action, it'd be just for kicks, for a laugh. And I do apologize if the screen was totally focused on me for a few seconds there. I realized that I clicked it on my screen. It just focused on me. I'm still trying to get the hang of Google Hangouts. So sorry in advance. But yeah, look, I do like Attack on Titan, and I'm excited for the second season. It was really enjoyable, and my partner loved it, and that's really more I can say on it, really. So, okay. So I think we got asked to, there's been quite a few comments in the chat room. Oh yes, Otaku Gamer Zone is like, Lita and Shay, you need to give a shout out to Taku from Taku Anime Cafe. Do you know Taku on WordPress, Shay? Do you know the Anime Cafe that he runs? His blog site's called the Anime Cafe.
Well, shout out to Anime Cafe. Shout out to your blog. Definitely.
Well, I think Otaku Gamers wanted me to do a shout out for Taku because everybody, on the WordPress anime community, blogging community, they want him to get a Twitter. So Taku, get a freaking Twitter, okay? There you go. I said it.
Get a Twitter. You'll enjoy it. You'll get the hang of it at first.
Oh, you're missing out. All right. Because Twitter is a lot of fun, but also your notifications get filled to the brim, which mine happens 24/7.
Yes, I'm trying to get better at Twitter, but yes.
Okay. All right, so... Oh, guys, you've been talking amongst yourselves. Let's see. Okay, we have a question from Devin again. Let's see. Have you watched some Yuri animes? I don't know if you have, Shay, or not. I'm not sure.
I don't think I have. I think, although, does Chubra count? Chubra? I think I'm saying it right. I don't know if that counts.
I don't think I've heard of that one. I mean, like...
It deals a lot with girls' panties and bras, so maybe that counts because the girl in the show is obsessed with it. I mean, maybe that counts.
All right, okay. I think, all right, I think that will definitely count. Don't worry.
Okay.
But not all. Okay, not all. I'm just gonna clarify. Not all Yuri and yaoi animes like. There is anything graphic that you're going to see. It's mostly all about relationships building and feelings. That's really what it's about, and that's what you're really going to see how the relationship forms, and that's it.
Yeah, it's just like any other romance anime that you watch. To be honest, it's just like any other.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Unless you go somewhere else, which I'm not going to repeat, which I don't really have to say. So. Go down that I don't go down that road. I've watched some Yuri. The titles are escaping my brain right now, but obviously the most popular one people would say is probably Strawberry Panic. That's one of my favorites. So I have seen that one. Okay, so GK Mix asks, what otaku supplies do you assemble for yourself when you plan on an anime binge session? For example, what foods, electronics, accessories do you like to have with you? That is a very good question. I don't think anyone's ever asked that.
No.
Oh, you can go first, Shay.
So, as far as what I need, as far as electronics are concerned, it depends on what website I'm using to watch my anime on. If it's like Hulu or Netflix or anything like that, or Crunchyroll, I have my Apple TV. If it's anywhere else, I have my computer. So I have that. And then, of course, I have a blanket I got at the last time I went to a convention, and it's a Sailor Moon blanket. And I wrap myself up in this, and I will totally watch and binge watch anime like that. And then for snacks, probably like chips, soda, popcorn.
All the essentials.
All the essentials, and then still going back and forth to the kitchen to grab something else if I need anything. What about you?
Of course, you got to have your Apple. You have your Apple or your Apple TV. I don't own Apple except my phone. Let's see what I guess I don't really do anything particular. I guess when I'm going to sit down and marathon something, I guess I always have water all the time. That's just a necessity.
Yes.
That I always have water, but if I've been to the shop or whatever, I'll get like a bag of gummy snakes, a pack of that, something like that. Or I'll get my favorite UK sweets, which is called Haribo, if you've ever heard of that. If you haven't.
The gummy bears?
Yeah, I love them. I've had them as a child. I've had them 6, and oh my god, I love the Coca-Cola bottle ones. They come in like with flavored. Yeah, I have another YouTube.
Like gummy worms.
Oh yeah, gummy worms. So so I really have water, and I always just have my phone. Obviously, I always have my phone turned on. I usually tweet sometimes. It's a horrible habit now. I usually tweet when I'm watching an anime because I don't know. I just like to tell the world how I'm feeling about it. Like I did it for a recent anime I finished watching, which is Fuyushi Yugi, or the mysterious.
I watched that.
Yes. Oh, did you?
Yes, I watched that like a couple of years ago. I think I was like maybe like 19 or 18 when I watched it. But oh my god, yes.
I bought the second season ages ago, and then a YouTube friend sent me a Christmas present a while back, and they sent me the first season, which I was scolded at for. I'm like, you did too much. And and I when I was watching, I just started Fuyushi Yugi, and I have very mixed feelings about Fuyushi Yugi. Definitely, it was definitely not what I did. Definitely a lot of plot twists in it. Yeah, definitely. When I binge watch anime, I always have water. I always have to have a bag of lollies. If otherwise, I will force myself to go to the shop and buy some. I always tweet. Those are the real necessities I have when I'm watching an anime, or if I'm going to watch it during lunchtime or dinner. I don't sit in front of the TV and have dinner while I'm watching anime. I like to sit out there with my family and have dinner with them. But if it's lunch, then usually I've always got to have food. Always have food when you're binge watching. Always need the sweets. Definitely. Yeah. So
for me, it also has to be a day off. Because if I have work, I'm usually not watching anime while I'm at work. It has to be a day off.
Vital piece of information. I watch. Like sometimes it's hard during the weekday for me, like I probably might watch maybe say I finish work and I might watch maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3 episodes and then I'll go do something else. So mostly on the weekends now is when I watch anime, but because I've got like blogging all the sorts of things to do. Yeah, it's just trying to find that balance. So
yeah, that's how it is for me. I realized that the best time for me to get a lot of anime in is right before work. So when I'm usually getting ready for work, I'm usually have my laptop up anyway. So I'm usually watching anime while I'm like putting on my makeup. I'm watching anime at the same time. So it's a lot of multitasking involved when I watch anime.
Oh, JK Mix is like, Yugi is cool. Yes, it is. But you know what? You know what a funny fact is? With when my friend bought me the season 1, it was like it's an anime classics DVD case set, and of course when I opened it, they all fell out. All the discs fell out, and they all broke off. And and in the corner of the DVD case it says rated 13. For 13 up, they can watch this show. I'm going to tell you right now, that is so not on. It's so not true. Definitely not. No, because definitely Yugi is not what I expected. You know, it really rattled me, and my friend enjoyed all my reactions on Twitter when I was watching it live and I was tweeting about it live. So it is definitely not what you think. Oh my god! But I loved it still. It was a train wreck of That's how I would describe it. So
I agree with you. It was a lot. There was a lot. It was a lot. Yes.
That's right. Yeah, you definitely. Devin Luca is like, when you work at a library, you can do what you please. Oh well, I think Devin. Yeah, Devin. If you work at a library, I think Devin means. I think he's talking about you can just watch and do anything when you work at a library. That means he's smacking in our faces that it's hard for us to balance everything. Where I bet he sits on his lazy ass and he just watches anime anytime he pleases. I mean, like, I love the library. You remind me, Devon, that I miss going to the library. You know, like I would watch anime in the library. I don't care if someone saw a panty shot or there was a boob. Like I think I think that only happened once when I was watching an ecchi kind of anime. And it was an old man that had. I thought the old man would go, instead his reaction was a bit sickening. So oh god. So I went to the library to watch anime when I was in high school, and I'd have to wait for my mum for me to pick me up. And you know, the library. I think the library, when I moved here to Australia, I think when I first started reading manga ever. That I used to go to. So,
really?
Yeah, definitely it was. I go to it to this day. It's really not that much of a drive, to be honest. And I can't remember. I still remember the first 3 mangas I checked out. I read ever. I think it was the first few volumes. It was Imadoka, Rurouni Kenshin. I have to thank that because that was the reason I could finish the Rurouni Kenshin manga series, and a series Alice 19. I can't believe I remember that, to be honest.
Now you made me remember. For me, I never really watched anime at the library. I used to go to the library all the time after school because that's where my mom would pick me up from. Usually, when I was there, I would usually either do homework, which I better had finished before I came home, or I would just cause havoc at the library with my friends. But most of my anime watching was actually done at home. Either when I went to the library, I was in high school at the time, so I would watch it on my computer. But before that, when I was in like middle school, I went to a lot of after school programs, and I used to watch it on Toonami. For those of you guys who remember when Toonami came on in the afternoons here in the States and didn't come on late at night. That was when I used to have all my anime watching was then, or Saturday mornings when Pokemon used to come on TV.
Well, you're kind of like me then, but well, back then I was kind of a bit I was a bit antisocial, and and I wasn't really one of those kids that, you know, met up with their friends at the library, that sort of thing. You know, I was kind of a loner.
Aw.
I admit that. What? Yeah, I think, you know, I think that everyone's kind of, you know, gone through that phase. But, you know, the library was my haven. It was
Yeah.
my safe zone. Yeah, I think the only time I got to anyone really came was my sister. But, you know, she'd be reading something else, and she wouldn't really be listening to me talking about what manga I'm reading. So,
For me, I was a shy kid in school. So I was the one who kept themselves. I had my group of friends, but all my group of friends were very loud. So for me, I was the quiet one among all my friends. So that was me. I was the reserved one.
yeah.
Still am.
Ooh. Oh my God, my Twitter has exploded with all these notifications. Oh,
So
somebody
has
said,
mine.
oh, David. Oh, I bet yours has. Oh, I think, oh, yes. I've just read something from a David J. Majors. Hello, David J. Majors. I do recognize
Hi.
you. I've spoken to you through Unami TV. I think he says Revolutionary Girl Utena, if you haven't watched it already. No,
Yeah, I
I
haven't seen
haven't
that.
seen. No, I do want to though.
Yeah.
It seems like a really, you know, really good old classic. I have a YouTuber friend who loves it to death. She's obsessed with it, and it's definitely another old series that I'll would really love to watch. Definitely.
I agree. I've heard a lot about it, although I haven't, like you, had a chance to check it out, but I have heard
Yeah.
of it.
So okay, so I have a question. So
Sure.
do you prefer watching anime streaming on, like, you know, Hulu, Funimation, Crunchyroll, or do you like buying physical copies of anime or buying manga, whatever?
I think when it comes to manga, I do prefer to buy it, to be honest. But I do read a lot of manga online, though, more so. But when it comes to watching anime, I think I've kind of gone from buying the physical copies to streaming it a lot more on, like, Funimation, Crunchyroll, and Hulu. Just because, at least for me here in the States, my only way to get a physical copy of it is either online, by, like, buying it online and having it shipped to my house, or going to the stores, Best Buy. But their anime collection has really shrunk down within the past few years. But to be honest, for a long time, though, I did buy all my physical copies of anime. So, like, Yu Yu Hakusho, I have the entire season of Yu Yu Hakusho. But I've also been able, yes, they had released it, so I have all 4 seasons of Yu Yu Hakusho. And sometimes, though, I'll find, like, little physical copies at, like record stores. If they have, like, a used section for DVDs, I'll usually find, like, anime DVDs there. So if it's a show that I, like, really, really love, or I've always wanted to watch, and they have it there, the physical copy, I will totally buy it. So I think it really depends on the show and how soon I want to watch it.
Yeah, well, like, I'm totally jealous of you, because, like, you know, I can't sign up to Crunchyroll and, you know, drain the internet, blah 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 blah, and and Magnitude Anime Reviews has just asked a question that is related to what I'm saying. He's like, be honest, do any of you watch anime on illegal streaming sites like Kiss Anime or Torrent Anime on sites like, yeah? Yes, I was about to say this. Yes, I do. I do watch it on Kiss. I do watch it on Kiss Anime from time to time. I did watch a series actually just last week on there, because, you know, I really can't afford to just pay whatever monthly it is for, like, for example, for Crunchyroll, and my internet couldn't take it. So
Yeah.
the only reason I could watch the anime series I watched last week was because there was still a big huge chunk of internet left that no one had used. So I thought, can I use it? I even had to ask my dad if I could use it. That sounds really lame, I know, but you know, get a bit strict.
No, it's okay.
And so like I think a lot of people do use the illegal, you know, sites, Kiss Anime and stuff. You know, you'd have to, you know, get a petition if you really wanted to kind of shut it down. But you know, I think it's kind of a really big debate over streaming sites and watching, you know, obviously on a kind of illegal streaming sites. And you know, like I'm not afraid to admit that, but you know, at the same time, I'm a collector. I do like collecting anime. You know, I'm stalking legitimately at the moment. I'm stalking approximately 75 items on eBay, and they are literally all anime and manga. Before it was 100, now it's just 70.
For me, I'll be honest. Before, when I was in college, and I, like everyone else, did not have the money to do the subscription sites, I did use a lot of the illegal streaming sites as well. When it came to Crunchyroll, though, I realized Crunchyroll has it where you can have a free one, but you just have to wait a week to watch the shows once they're released. So that's what I would do. I would binge watch shows that are already been completed. But now, though, since I now have a little bit more money for me to be able to spend for those subscription sites, I now do that. So I do use a lot of the subscription sites. But I have gone, to be completely honest, gone to some illegal streaming sites to watch some of the shows. Like, for example, for the Miyazaki films, a lot of them I'm unable to purchase right now at this current time. So I've been streaming them online. So I do have to like search for them online, and they usually are on illegal streaming sites. I do try the legal ones first, and then if I still can't find the show I'm looking for, I will definitely go to the illegal ones. But I try my best not to.
Yeah, so yeah, that's you know, that's totally understandable. And you know, I think it might be divided. You know, people watch it on legal streaming sites, and there's some shows that you can't watch, and also you know, people watch it on the streaming sites. But you know, I try and get many physical copies as possible. You know, because my real interest in anime is like collecting like ones that are out of print, and ones that are kind of rare, unknown animes, which is kind of animes I like to really review more than kind of popular series. That's just where my interest in anime lies. So that's, you know, you can't really win on that argument. You can't really. Plus
it's also about wanting to also support the industry as much as possible. At least that is for me. I want to, you know, support the industry that, you know, I love. So I want to be able to help them out as well. So which is why I want to try and do it as much as I can, you know.
Yeah. So yeah, which is totally understandable. And I think Otaku Gamer Zone says, he's got a message for you, Shay. He says, we got some stores out where I live that carry tons of physical anime copies. You should definitely send him a list.
I will get on that list. Thank you.
That's right. You're currently watching you're currently doing this awesome feature that I love on your channel, which is called Miyazaki Mondays.
Yes.
Which is a really good idea. And where you're like, you know, you're watching some of the Studio Ghibli films. I think the next one you're going to watch is My Neighbor
Totoro.
I still haven't seen that.
Hey, like everyone else, my only films that I had seen of Miyazaki's was Spirited Away and Kiki's Delivery Service. So it actually was a great way for me to be able to see all the other ones that he's made and he's produced or written.
Yeah.
And I absolutely love it.
Yeah, it's you know, for someone to say that if someone ever says to me they don't like anything by Hayao Miyazaki, or they don't like Studio Ghibli, or you know, I just think they're positively mad and want to put a cream pie in their face. So
yes, it's like absolutely amazing. The art in the movies that I've so far watched has been amazing, and it's kind of cool for me to watch the older ones and also see like the newer ones, because it's just amazing.
They do. They have this. They do. They have this magic about them. There I go, repeating myself again. Yeah, Yeah, they just have this magical thing about them they do, and they really, you know, there's so many truthful aspects about it that kind of based on real life. And do you have I know is your favorite movie by Miyazaki Spirited Away, is it? Or was it
It
Kiki
is.
Delivery Service?
Well,
Yeah, it
Kiki's
is.
Delivery
Oh, yeah.
Service, yeah, Kiki's Delivery Service was the first one I ever watched, which was on television, and I used to watch it all the time whenever it came on. So
Yeah.
for a long time, that was my favorite because I didn't even know. I'll be honest, I didn't know who Hayao Miyazaki was. I just knew I liked that movie, and I had heard a lot about Spirited Away. And then I happened to catch it on TV when I was in college. Literally, it came on TV right before I had class, and it was going to end right before I had to leave for class. So I sat down and watched it, and it's now one of my favorites because it's for kids, it's for adults, it's just everything all balled into one, and I fell in love with it. And all the lessons that the main character learns, and then even you as a viewer, you learn, you look at things inside yourself, and you're just like, oh, it absolutely love it.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, like I said to myself, like next month, I really want to actually finish watching all of the Studio Ghibli films I do, because I've seen quite a few of them. I have. So it's my favorite, I think, but it's actually by a different director, but it's still part of the Studio Ghibli collection. It's The Cat Returns.
I heard of that.
Well,
It's actually
that
based
cat.
off Whisper. Yeah, I've heard of
Yes,
The
it
Cat
is. It is
Returns.
based. It is. The story, the movies Whisper of the Heart and The Cat Returns are kind of connected together just by the one main cat character, which is Baron.
Yep.
And I love Baron in Cat Returns. He's positively beautiful, brilliantly English, and I love his whole personality, that posh personality, and that's always been my favorite. It has.
Yeah, the
And
Whispers of the Heart was a good one too.
Yeah, if you're interested, I actually watched a video last night. It's called the Studio Ghibli tag. So if you get through some of the Miyazaki films, you should do the Studio Ghibli tag, which I'm probably going to do next month when I've actually watched a few more of the movies. You know, because I've not seen, you know, like Where Marnie Is, The Wind Arises, Totoro, which Totoro is probably going to be my first choice.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'm excited to watch Totoro. I haven't watched it yet, and I know that means I'm kind of going to be behind for the Miyazaki Mondays. So I probably, just newsflash everyone who's in the chat, I may not have a Miyazaki Monday video out for tomorrow since I haven't watched the movie yet, but it'll probably be out next Monday. But that's okay. Please forgive me.
it's fine. It's your channel, and I have to say, your channel's doing well. You know, you got 162 people. That's really good in the time that you've only been doing YouTube. And I have noticed one major person he rarely comments on anything. In honesty, I've seen him. It's Bob Samurai Anime Reviews. He actually he comments on your discussion post. On your YouTube. I'm like, I've seen him do it about 5 times now. I'm like, that is so lucky. Like, it is.
He also follows me on Twitter, and I actually talk to him on Twitter, and he is so cool. And I didn't know how big he was, so I went to his channel, and I was like, he's huge.
He's been around. Bob's been around for so long. I do love his stuff, and I love all his discussion videos and posts. And I think that's what he likes about you. I think it's your discussion videos. I think, and I think that's awesome to be followed by. It is awesome to be followed by someone like that. It is so good
cool.
for you.
Thank you. So also shout out to Bob Samurai. Thank you so much.
Maybe Bob will be watching this. You never know.
No. Oh my God. I think that's probably what I'm going to do for tomorrow. I'll probably put the link to this live stream for tomorrow. Yeah, like deviating from Miyazaki Mondays and say, hey, check out the live stream, please.
Oh God, I really hate my laugh. Okay.
No, your laugh is fine.
All right. Oh no. I mean, I've been told throughout my life I have a very extremely annoying laugh, but oh well.
It's not annoying.
All right. We have another we have another question by JK Mix. To date, which anime has the best animation style you've seen so far?
Hmm.
You guys are giving us questions to make us think.
I
Good on
know.
you, because I like questions like that.
I think
Shay's thinking. Shay's thinking.
I am thinking. Let's see. Once again, I'm gonna have to go to my mouth probably for this one because I've seen a lot of shows, so it's like I'm trying to find out.
Oh, Devon. Oh, it was Joe here. Oh, I haven't even answered his question yet. He asked me a question on Ask FM. I'll have to answer his question in a minute. I'll have to. And he's gone to bed as he talked with Gamer Zone. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. I will answer his question next. I promise.
He'll wake up to it tomorrow.
Yeah, he will. Joe's so funny. You know Joe, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Reviewer Corner. I love that dude. He makes me laugh every day, nearly on Twitter about something.
Yes.
Definitely.
And so does Otaku Gamer Zone. I talk to him.
Oh, I know.
All the time.
Yeah. Hey, guess what, Otaku Gamer Zone? I might know your real name. I know your real name. Oh, yes. It begins with the exact same letter as my name. Just for the record.
Uh-oh.
Have you found an anime yet?
I have, and I think I have two of them. So one of them I really like is No Game, No Life. Even though I didn't like the show, I thought the animation was good because I don't know, I like that pastel color theme. I just really like
pastel.
And I can't remember the name of this show, although you might be able to help me out with what the title of it is. It's basically it's based off of a game, and basically the show, the girl is basically keeps getting rerouted with different guys, and it's like they're based off of cards. Yes, I liked that animation as well.
Yeah, that's pretty, very pretty.
Yeah, it was very pretty.
Anime, I did think that anime was like, at the same time, I kind of enjoyed the series because it was a train wreck, and because even though it was a bit boring.
Yeah, so. I liked it because all of the characters had what a lot of people called Pokeball eyes. So all their eyes looked like colors of Pokeballs. So I also liked it because of that. So it was adorable. It was like one of those shows where I'm like, oh, I wish they had contacts that color. I want those.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with No Game No Life. Even though I've not seen it, the animation looks amazing, and definitely for oh God, what's the one we just mentioned? Amnesia. That was the Amnesia. Let's see, for me, today, oh my God, this is so easy to answer. It has to be PA Works' A Lull in the Sea, or Nagi no Asukari, I think that's how you say it. If you've not seen that, that's a romance anime, Shay. You should definitely watch it.
I will look it up.
Oh my God, you have to. Seriously, you have to. Like, I got that show from my parents last year because I said I wanted it, and I was just in love with it. It easily made its way into my top 10 anime for life. Easily.
Oh, wow.
The story is so beautiful. The animation, really what makes this show stand out. I think it's PA Works' best animation to date yet that they've ever done on an anime. Like, I love PA Works, and I think you will easily see maybe talked about in forums, and that I've noticed that people say that it's obviously one of the best animations they've seen from PA Works. So
oh, wow. Definitely seeing the name of it.
Yeah, I am. Oh, okay. Magnitude Reviews is trying to correct me. Asukara. No. Oh my God, my pronunciation sucks. Oh, my pronunciation sucks. Oh, but yeah, a lull in the sea, definitely. Oh, I actually, as I guess I reveal it now, but my next video is going to be talking about that show and going to be talking about more in depth about what the anime is about and stuff. But I wouldn't. It's going to be spoiler free. I always do my like kind of later anime thoughts videos spoiler free. But yeah, I've been wanting to talk about this show for ages, and it's probably is going to be my next video. So I guess you can all look forward to that. Okay. Oh yeah. So Topic Gamer Zone's like Death Parade. Oh, for an interesting anime. Yeah, I
Death
think
Parade,
yeah.
I've seen it.
Have you seen Death Parade?
I have seen Death Parade.
Oh, okay. It's kind of like one of those. I think is it about I guess dying or the afterlife, something like that.
Pretty much what Death Parade's about is a guy who's basically he's in charge of sending people, whether sending them basically to heaven or to hell, and the only way to do it is to get them to play a game. And basically, it's two people whose their deaths usually don't have anything to do with each other. Although in one instance it was a couple and they were sent together. So they play a game, and then based on their actions while playing the game is whether or not they get sent to heaven or hell. So pretty much the reasons for playing the game is to bring out a person's true character. And along the way, there's a girl that's sent there, and the girl's kind of in purgatory, but she's kind of helping out per se, but she's ultimately also supposed to get judged. It's a really, really good show. It's kind of on the violent side at times, but I'll be honest, by the time I got to the end of it and the end of the last few episodes were definitely tearjerkers, and I was wanting to cry. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I may eventually. For me personally, I'll be totally honest. That anime for me is kind of on my back burner list. It means I'm not that all keen to watch it right now, but eventually it will get watched. Like that's what I have my anime list for. It's to keep, because I'm hopelessly keeping track of what episode I'm up to on an anime. Some people think my anime list is totally useless, and I'm like, well, you know what? I totally disagree with you. It's definitely not true. Because
I still definitely use it.
Yeah, I know you do. You know, it's great reference for, you know, blogging. If you forgot the name of an anime or, I guess characters as well. I know you can go on Wikipedia, but you know what? I don't really rely on Wikipedia so much anymore. I really, so yeah, I just use my anime list. It's great reference for, you know, when I do YouTube and blogging. It saved my hide so many times. It has.
Yep.
So, okay. Magnitude reviews is like the characters are weak in A Lull in the Sea. Well, I don't think I've ever. Well, okay. Well, you know what I'm going to say to that is that yes, some of the characters, they are flawed. Some of them, you know, like some of them are a bit weak, but I have to say that there are parts of them that are not weak. They have. I just love the show for its raw emotion. I do, and like it's really about youth and expressing their feelings and love, and I love that. I love the deep, such deep emotions they have for just being in middle school. Like you forget they're in middle school, and I just love the deep emotions that they have. Not every character in the show is perfect, but at the same time, with what the show is about and all that emotion, to me, I kind of do overlook that. But you know what? I'll be talking more about that in my review. If you're interested, Magnitude Anime Reviews, you can watch that video when I bring it out. So, but I do understand where you're coming from. So, melodramatic. I don't think I've ever said Lull in the Sea is actually melodramatic. No, I've never said that. It's just a show full of a lot of emotion. That's what I would say. Okay.
I have a question for you.
Oh, me? No, please no.
Have you ever cried on an anime before? And if so, which one?
Yeah, I'm a real crier in real life. Like if you've read my I wrote a personal blog, a personal post a while ago. It was about what anime means to me. If you ever get the chance to read it, I don't know if you've read it. I'd talk about a bit more personality, a bit more I do, but and yeah, it does say in there that a lot of animes cry. Like for example, Lull in the Sea made me cry. What else has made me cry? I think the saddest scene that's ever made me cry was from an anime, which is an ecchi anime. It's called Witchblade, and the ending was just very, it was very emotional. I'm not going to, spoil it, but it was all about sacrifice. The ending song to it was really top when that played in the background as well. It was very it was just so emotional for me, and that's the most I've ever cried towards a scene or an anime, really. But like shows like Lull and Sea, Clannad, yeah, they've made me cry.
Yeah.
They have. What about you? Which shows have made you cry?
A few as well. The first anime I think I've ever cried on was in sounds terrible now, Sailor Moon. When they first fight Queen Beryl, I actually busted out crying. I was a kid. I was like 6 or 7, so I didn't get it.
You're
so
emotional.
I cried on that
your
one.
your hormones are unstable at that age. So it's just expected.
Yes, so I cried on that one. But then of course I've also cried on Clannad. I cried on Clannad After Story. I cried on Angel Beats. Yes.
Y'all need
Angel
a tissue
Beats.
box for that anime.
Yes. And for Angel Beats had me crying, like ugly crying. And also Anohana, the flower we saw that day. The last episode of that series, and it's for those of you guys who haven't seen it, it's super short. It's like 11 episodes, but the first episode,
I didn't know that.
It's 11 episodes, and the first episode had me crying. So by the time I got to episode 11, I was a train wreck. That and Tokyo Magnitude 8.0 also made me cry as well.
Yes, Magnitude Anime Reviews just mentioned that. Yeah, I know I need to watch that. That obviously, yes, it looks like it's something that would make me cry. Most likely it will.
Yes, it will make you cry. It was terrible. And then you have to hide the tears when you walk out your room because you're like all a mess.
Oh, I could never do that in front of my parents. They always know.
Luckily,
well, obviously.
Luckily, my parents haven't seen me cry. If they did, they'd probably be like, "What were you watching?" Like, nothing.
All right, before I forget, I'll answer the question. He's like, Joe says the live stream, but why? Oh, why? Oh, this is for me. I didn't know. Well, I think why she's my favorite. Well, number one is that she cooks. She makes me wish that I could be a better cook, which is measly boiled egg on toast. So, and I look up to her character. Like I love how strong-willed she is through the anime. She's a very strong female character, and she's Shay's gone. Sorry. I just love how strong she is, and obviously she's a fighter and stuff. And yeah, she's just a character that I really look up to. This is really, obviously, this is just kind of personal for me. Like in real life, I don't have very confidence. Like even now, like right now, what we're doing right now, the live stream, I'm in my comfort zone, and so is kind of this confident role model for me, and makes you want to kind of be a bit more confident in real life. So, hey, Shay, like any kind of model for an anime character? Yeah.
I do, and it's actually Nana. Nana Osaki from the Nana series. I just like how strong of a character that she is. So she's definitely been one of my role models. That, and of course I've said before, Serena from Sailor Moon as well is probably one of my role models, just because of how, even though she's kind of ditzy, she's also very very loving towards her friends and her family, and she really truly cares about them, and that's why I really like her as a role model. And as far as Nana goes, I just like her personality, of the fact that she kind of doesn't care what other people think, on the outside, but underneath she kind of does. So I don't know. I've always liked those two as far as like role models are concerned, because they're both very different from each other, but they both have like something I want.
Like, I like Nana. Nana's a good anime. You know, it's unreal.
Such a good anime. Wish there was a second season. So much.
You know, like, if you've got, how many episodes it is?
It's like 40. I think it's like 49 or 47.
48. I think it's 40.
Yeah.
That is long, but I hate what happened to Nobu. I hate the other Nana for that.
Yes. I feel so bad.
He's my top male. He's in probably my top 10 favorite anime males. Yeah, I like Nobu. I liked his laid back. I did. So
me too. And I liked him and Nana together. I think they were really cute. But it was,
yeah.
It sucks because I had to go back and I had to end up reading the manga to find out kind of how it ends, even though the manga is still technically ongoing, because there's a lot of unanswered questions. But it's such a good show.
I've the first volume of Nana. I have.
You should definitely.
So my friend wants me to collect it. So, but Magnitude Anime View says to you, Shay, I need to talk to you on Twitter eventually. I haven't really gotten to talk to you before. You should definitely. He's a nice dude to talk to.
Who was that? Say it again.
That was Magnitude Anime Reviews. He's the Boy Scouts one in the chat room.
Oh, Magnitude.
He's very new to the blogging scene. Okay. Devon's here. Wow, you're still here, Devon. This is exciting.
Yay!
Yeah. Question for you. Do you play any Japanese mob edge? Okay, I'm gonna be totally honest. I have no idea what that even means.
Me neither.
So Devon, if you can tell us what that means, we can answer, because I have no idea. I've never even heard of that. I'm sorry, I haven't. So please tell us what that means, and we'll definitely answer your question.
As best as we can. Yes.
Yes. Oh, mobile games. Right. Okay. Do you play any Japanese mobile games? Okay, I'll let you answer first, Shay.
Any Japanese what games?
But I think mobile thing.
Oh, Japanese mobile games. Oh, do they mean like the dating ones, or like just the regular?
Yeah, if you just mean like regular mobile games, because I don't play any of them right now, because I actually don't know the name of any. So if you would like to suggest some, Devon, that is totally. I don't play a lot of games on my phone.
I do. I have a few. So I still play Pokemon Shuffle. I still play that game.
Oh, wait,
and
actually. Oh.
And I also play I just downloaded the Yokai Watch mobile game that they just came out with. I haven't played it yet, so I'm probably going to play it and do a review on it, because I also have the game for my Nintendo 3DS. So I'm going to see what the mobile game is like compared to the handheld game. I had Bleach, but I deleted it off of my phone. I know I might re-download it. But I play quite a few games on my phone. I like to have something that wastes my time.
Waste your time. Okay, so we said like, Love Live, School Idol Festival, or Puzzles and Dragons.
Oh. I used to play the Love Live School Idol game before I even had watched the anime. So I didn't understand what the game was about. I think I need to re-download the game so I can play it again.
I think, does it class? I realized that I have so much junk on my phone. I've actually got PlayStation 2 Sonic the Hedgehog that I used to play when I was like,
I love that game.
I've got that on here.
I love that game.
I even had it on. Oh my! I'm totally forgot I have a phone. So that's the only game I will rarely ever play that wastes my time. So the Sonic game like that, I love it so much. I kid and yeah.
It's sad
that was
how
the
many
only
games
I never got. Yeah, I love the style Mario games as well. I played a lot of them. Like gaming is a freaking zero. Zero. Like I read like the Otaku Game Zone's game posts and that. It's really refreshing to me to learn something about gaming. I do find gaming knowledge and information I can't process really confusing.
I
Like it can.
I like playing games. I grew up playing games. So I have an older brother. So as a kid, he always would get game systems and my parents would always get two controllers because there's two of us. So I grew up playing a lot of games with my brother. So we had every system starting with the Super Nintendo all the way till probably about maybe PlayStation 2 or like Dreamcast. We had literally every system. So I grew up playing games. So I still play games now, but I love like racing games. I like person shooters, but I'm not good at RPGs. My attention span doesn't work well with RPGs. I've learned that now. After trying to play the Final Fantasy 13 when that came out for Xbox, I failed epically.
like I want to try and keep up with the time. I've always go, Final Fantasy 13 and all that, but it just looks like I get past the first level. I know me in games, and I always have to sit 5 hours reading the manual. It's great for some people who can just jump on the game and they if they're a very avid player of video. But like for example, my partner knows I'm not like the greatest game player ever, but you know what? He still plays with me anyway, and we sometimes play three. We sometimes play this one called God of War. The game scares the crap out of me. I'll still play it. I don't want to look at the screen. Look, this is cool. So, like when neither of you played Final Fantasy 13. Devin, do we need to go crawl in a closet right now? In shed.
I played Final Fantasy 13.
Oh, you? Oh, I'm just.
I played it. I played Final Fantasy 13, but I never actually finished it. My Xbox is currently under my bed because I don't really play it anymore. But I just bought a PS4.
Oh, that's right. You just bought a PS4.
I have a PS4. I've been playing Battlefront on it, and I have Mortal Kombat, which I love playing because I like those fighting games.
It took me forever to actually get like a PS3. Me, my dad, and my sister, we would always play like Halo. Like I enjoyed playing Halo with them. I'm a huge fan of Halo. And me and my sister would always play like Dead or Alive, but
Yep.
always be the same character over and over again in that game, and out that character. And you know what? I still beat it. Even if she used the same character over and over again. You know, I feel at least somewhat, I guess, proud that I played some games, but I think I'm just at the end of the day like an avid anime watcher.
Yeah. I tried playing Halo. I had Halo for my Xbox, but every time I played it, it gave me a headache, so I had to stop playing it. I don't know if it was just how they moved or what, but I could not play that game. Every time I played it, I was like, nope, I'm done. And I had the most
My
ridiculous gamer tag, so it was crazy.
what was it?
My gamer tag was televised squid because I couldn't think of a gamer tag, so I just went through the list and found the most ridiculous one and chose it.
Mine. I think it's still on an Xbox system still. It wasn't my old one. I think I was called Poco. That was it. Poco that.
But that's adorable.
Oh God, no! I think no. My dad or my sister, when they registering users on the Xbox, they put that. So, like, I think most time I enjoy playing video games with. Well, sad to mention my ex and his friends, but they'd always blow me up half the time in Halo, and I hardly got to play. I really did hardly get to play anything. I was the main target. As soon as I get revived, I get blown up within the next few seconds. It really me, like really got my nerves, and I refuse to play again.
For me, I had my group of friends from work. A lot of us has PS4s, and we were playing Battlefront, and I kept shooting them, and they were on my team, and they were like, "You're shooting at me," and I was like, "Oops, I'm sorry."
Yeah, if I play Halo again, I like it to be with some like-minded people, blow you up.
Yes.
Be okay to blow you up some of the time, but not all. It became just you became a laughing stock. So I really hate that when it comes to gaming. Like if you're a newbie in that, not cool. Not cool with Lita. Happier things. So somebody asked a question up here. Devin, you asked all the questions today. Good on you, sir. All right, so they asked, did you play the anime? I have not seen, and the majority of things I've heard about it, not a lot of people enjoy from what I've heard, but I haven't seen it for myself.
So
have you
which
seen?
anime?
It's called Glass Slip. I guess it's kind of like it looks like a romance slice of life to me. I guess.
Glass Slip?
Yeah, like you can go on my anime list and you can go.
Yeah, I haven't seen that either though. Because I thought someone said Glass Fleet. Because I was like, I've seen that.
It's glass and then just slip. That's just it. Oh, hello, Anime Intensity. Hi, Alyssa. She's another fellow anime YouTuber that I'm sure you'll get to know. I'm sure.
Oh, hi.
She's lovely. She does a podcast to other female anime YouTubers that you should definitely totally follow as well. They do Shoujo Cast, and they just talk about every 2 weeks about an anime that they've chosen to talk about. So I think the last one they talked about the Dawn. I think I've only got halfway through that podcast though. Hello, Alyssa.
I will check out your podcast. I promise.
Yeah, they're a nice group of a bunch of girls. They are definitely to get to know. Definitely. So you should definitely follow Miss Shay. You most definitely should support the female anime YouTubers. All those males have all the advantage. They do, really. Okay.
They do.
I know. That's why we need more girl power. We do in the
Yes.
community, definitely. Okay, so Shay, did you have any questions at all?
Let's see. Another question that I have. What? I think it's a question I've already probably posted before, but I still want to know a lot more. Is what anime did you like? Did you hate, and then you grew to like after watching it?
Oh no, no one really asked the question. An anime I liked. Hang on. So what was it? An anime I liked.
That you
I hated.
that you hated, but then you grew to like it.
Oh,
Like after
okay.
watching.
It would be a mecha series called Star Driver. I love the animation. It's one of my 5 favorite animations. It's beautiful and colorful, and the story itself, I watched it ages ago. I think I watched the first few episodes and I just, oh my god, this is feckin' boring. Oh! And then I revisited it maybe about a year ago, and I watched the whole series, and I'm with it. Okay.
Yeah. That's
So
happened
yeah,
for me too.
yeah, and I really love the show.
Yeah. That happened for me with Nana too. When I first started watching it, the first time I tried to watch it, I wasn't feeling it. And then once I watched it this second time around, I loved it and I fell in love with it and the music and everything.
That surprises me. I thought you'd say it some sort of show I wouldn't have expected, but you did. Like Nana, I'm like, oh
Really?
wow.
Yeah. When I first time I heard of Nana, and somebody was like, I think I was reading online, they were like, such a good show, and then I watched it and I was like, I'm not really liking this that much. But then the second time I started watching it, and no, I really liked it. So I think when it comes to animes, I really think that you watch an anime. When you watch an anime, it really depends on the time or place that you're in when you watch it. And so I think when it came to Nana, when I tried to watch it before, I was a lot younger, so I wouldn't have really probably appreciated it a whole lot. But now that I'm older, I was able to appreciate what it was all about.
Oh, okay, wow. You've got a really good way of definitely. You've got a really good gift, Shay, of really opinion across. I'm usually hopeless at doing that.
Oh, thank you.
Nana, wow. Okay. So it's still got some questions. Happy to keep.
Yeah.
Feel free to say if you ever need to go or anything like that. That's totally fine because I think we've been talking for at least now. I think we're even past that.
Yeah, I think it's been like 2 hours. It's close to 3. I think I'll keep really. I think I'll probably keep going probably for another 15 minutes.
Okay, that's fine. That's totally. I think my last live stream was over 3 hours. That's the longest one I've ever done. That was with a YouTuber called Lilac Anime Reviews. That was hilarious. So, really funny. All right. So next, GK Nix again. He's like, "What are your 3 opening and ending things?" Okay.
Oh.
So does that mean say 3 individual we love, individual ending themes? I guess we can do that.
Yeah.
Just do that. Okay. So I'll let you go first, Shay.
3 openings. Okay, so my 3 favorite openings is Masayumi Chasing from Fairy Tale, the second series, not the first one.
Oh my god, I love that. Sorry.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
I liked the
it's got a great vibe to it.
yeah, right? I like the Sailor Moon Crystal opening. Definitely one of my favorites. And my third other opening is Oh, I like the opening from what is the name? Beck Mongolian Chop Squad. I like that opening theme song as well. My favorite ending theme songs are probably the Itazuru Not Kiss ending one, the one with Azu as the oh god, that was probably one of my favorites, my favorite endings. The Inuyasha ending theme song that Boa sang, Every Heart, that's the name of it.
I love the
And
English. That's good.
yes, the English version of that is amazing. And my last favorite ending theme song is probably gonna have to be, oh, it's one that I play all the time. I think it's called Trust Me from the Durarara series. That ending theme song is probably one of also my favorites.
I haven't seen Durara, but I have like listened to maybe it was the second opening of it. I got really into that. That was really good. But you'll definitely send me all the link. You have to send me the link for that one because I've heard that one's.
Oh yes, I will.
Season 2
for the ending theme for Durarara.
For Durara, was that season 1?
It was season 1, and I think it's the very first ending theme song.
All right, that's easy to remember.
Yes.
This should be a weekly thing with different bloggers and sites. Oh, I guess you mean like doing a live every week. That would be possible to do that with all the WordPress bloggers, but you know, this live stream was totally like unplanned. It was only because I have some free time. When you try and plan live streams, you just kind of have to work around it. I think it's just extremely hard for all of us to try and plan a live stream. I'm just for those who can plan it like every week or whenever they do it. Very jealous. But all right, that's right. I haven't answered the question yet. Like so easily. Oh my god. Okay, so the first 3 opening themes. Oh, this would be very tough for me to anime music nearly constantly all the time. Okay, so the first one. Let's see. First opening theme. This is gonna be so hard. Okay, all right. Okay, I think it will have to be the opening to Okami-sama and her 7 companions. It's so catchy. It's called Red. I love it. It's just so catchy. Why do you guys like GK Mix? Damn you. Putting me on the spot. Let's see. Oh my god, this is so hard. I'm sorry guys, I'm gonna have to look at my anime. I'm gonna have to because it's escaping me. Okay, let's think. A second one that opening theme I listen to a lot. So, usually I'm good at answering music questions. For some reason, I'm freaking stumped right now. Okay, I love the opening theme to Aquarion Evolved called Paradox. It's a really beautiful one. And probably a third opening theme is Gangsta called Renegade. Definitely. It's kind of techno mix. It was my favorite song of last year, my favorite. So sorry if I just took forever just to decide on that.
It's okay.
All right. So ending themes. Let's see. Ending themes. The first one would be Ergo Proxy's opening, isn't it? Oh fuck. Sorry. Ending theme. Oh my god, I'm losing my head. Okay. Ending theme. Probably ending theme. A Lull in the Seas. Second opening theme called Ebb and Flow. I absolutely adore that song. It's so beautiful. It just makes me think. It puts me at peace. It just makes me think of the sea. The second one would be Usher's very first ending thing, which is called Dearest. I love that song. Do you know that ending thing, Shay? Because you've seen any Usher.
Yeah, I have. It's not coming to mind for me at the moment. It's been a while since I watched any Usher, so I don't really remember it.
That's okay. And I think the final one would be probably the ending theme, Witchblade, which is called Closer, because I cried to the final episode song. So it's a really nice song, so it would have to be that one. Yeah. These are roughly off the top of my head. If I have any favorites.
Yeah, same for me too. I actually have an anime playlist on my phone with all the anime opening and ending songs, or like songs that are inserted on my phone. So there's a lot of songs on there.
And I think GK Mix. So, what anime-related music genres do you like to listen to?
What?
Okay. So non-related. So not it's not anime. I like listening to anything pretty much.
Yeah.
I like listening to. I'm really into a lot of instrumental music at the moment. I really like one of my favorite instrumental, probably Two Steps to Hell. They've done a lot of music for a lot of movies they have, and they've done some of the music behind Halo, right? So I really like listening to instrumental country. Nobody ever likes country music.
Oh, I like country. You got another fan with you for country.
Yeah, I like rock music. I like kind of like all over the place, really. So, what about you, Shay?
I also like a little bit of everything. So I grew up a lot on like old school music. So I grew up a lot on like in the Temptations and like Marvin Gaye and stuff like that. But I'm always been a huge fan of singers. I've always been a huge fan of singers. So like I really like Ariana Grande. I like a lot of pop music. I think I like a lot of stuff that I was into when I was younger. So I like NSYNC. I still like the Backstreet Boys. I do like some rap music. I'm not gonna lie. I like my rap music. So I do listen to a lot of like Nicki Minaj, and it's also kind of all over the place. I like my country music too. I like my Carrie Underwood and my Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I love them. I love small ones. Like I love Carrie Underwood, and I like Shania Twain.
Yep, I like her too.
I like Chambers. She's got kind of a twangy kind of voice. I love her. So, like, I love Western kind of. I love that Western country music. I don't know. It puts me just in a really good mood. It does. So,
Yeah, some country western music I like, but my aunt, she really likes it, and some of them is very depressing, so I don't like those ones.
No.
I don't like the depressing ones.
Okay. We have another question from Devon. If you live stream with any Annie blog WordPress, it can be even a group. Anime Corps can be the That's really not a selfish thing to say at all. Okay, Shay. So if you could do a live stream with any anime blogger, who would it be? Obviously, I'm out of this because we're doing it right.
So I would have to say Otaku Gamer Zone, because I talk to him a lot all the time.
Amazon.
So you definitely, of course, Bob Samurai, I would love to do a live stream with. And there is someone else on here on Twitter, and it is, I'm gonna shout out. They go by Illusion Purple, Mirror Purple. I'm sorry. Yeah,
that's
yeah.
awesome. Oh God. Oh my God. You have happy that's going to make him if I tweet about this later. You have no idea how happy.
Really?
Seriously.
I would love to do a live stream with all three of them. That would be amazing.
Devin's like, damn, darn you, Mira. Oh, I think you've hurt Devin's feelings. Oh,
I heard his feelings.
but
Well, Devin, you too.
oh, he's gonna flip out. Sorry. Okay, so if I could do, I could do a live stream. There is so many of you because I talk to so many of you through WordPress. This is a decision. Count if say several, but obviously I have always legitimately wanted to do kind of even a voice with like Devin and Joe. Actually, I would love to do a live stream with Joe. I think that would be really good. And like if you guys know something about Lynn and Crimson, I've actually already done a video call with them guys. They're really cool people, so I can just kind of cross them off my list. Like I've always wanted to do a live stream with Anime Intensity and different fandoms, like, you know. So it's really hard to pin down for me, you know, if I would want to talk to, especially from the WordPress community. If anybody ever wants to do a live stream with me, like I'm always going to be like always, because I love doing it. Really do.
And all of you guys should. They're amazing. It's my first time doing a live stream, and I love it.
It will. Once you've done it once, you get like fully addicted. You definitely get addicted.
Very true. Also, for all of you guys out there, I love to chat with you guys. I talk to a lot of you guys on like Twitter and stuff like that. By all means, I'll talk to you guys like on Skype. I love chatting with all you guys about anime because my own friends don't always talk to me about it. So talk to everybody else.
Yeah, that's. I know exactly how it feels. I mean, like I like personally, exactly. I've only got probably my one coworker that is my friend as well. I really only found out ages ago that she likes anime, and we talk about it. But you know, I don't really have a group of friends anymore that can talk about anime with. So that's why we go to the interweb.
Exactly, and that's why I love the internet now so much, because now you can connect with anybody on the internet.
Yeah. I know. I think it's hard sometimes when I love you guys, you know, some of these YouTubers that says, I'm with you guys, and I don't know, sometimes I find it quite fat and not genuine. And I have from people that have followed in the past, and I think, you know, if you're always fully genuine in what you do and on blogging and everything, then people are going to follow you. That's why people are going to like you. Being so genuine, and what I've always found. And like everyone, I've had people say to me on work, like, why do you have over 700 people following on the email followers thing? I'm like, I don't just do. Like I even forget about it, that it's there. I just forget about it. And yeah, so like I even had Mirror Purple the other day. I think he said to me, you know, like, you've nearly got 200 followers. I haven't got that many. I'm like, well, I said, doesn't mean that you won't, you know. It doesn't mean that you know what, you shouldn't even think about that. You shouldn't even think about like having people following you and stuff. You know, like for example, people on Twitter who follow me on Twitter. My Twitter followers are going like up and down. I'm like, okay, whatever. Mainly, I you know, like when, like for example, like you or any of your friends, you know, even like and see like any of my stuff or whatever, you know. So what was that? Magna Channel movies. How the heck so many followers? I'm telling you right now, mate. It really doesn't matter.
Yeah. It goes really up and down. The same for my YouTube. It goes up and down. My Twitter goes up and down. My WordPress goes up and down. I literally just I'm myself on there.
Yeah, you at the end of the day, you don't give a shit. Like, of course I kind of give a shit, but I guess you guys know what I mean.
Yeah.
I don't think about that like when I make my videos, and I think she really like me. So, and it's all about, I don't think some people sometimes, trying to keep up with so many blogs and with, people's videos, sometimes you just read or watch all of them, and, trying to connect with, even if you just comment on someone's, blog or YouTube, what it can mean the world. I think people forget about that. So, oh, Anime Intensity, you're going. Okay, that's fine. Thank you for coming. Because I did not think, but doesn't matter. So, my leader has, Devon. Oh, so I have about 730 followers. My leader has over 4,000. Well, then. Well, you guys have been around a lot longer than me and Shay have. So, like, that's kind of like a, huge surprise. Oh,
That's awesome.
Anyway, yeah, it is. That's an awesome thing. Oh, you guys are giving us our Skype. Magnitude, nobody's Skype account. Who is in the anime blog community? I did tell you, Anime Magnitude Reviews, you should add me on Skype. Like, after this live stream, I'll send you my Skype name, and you can add me. Oh, and Devon, I will add you. Don't worry. And Shay, you should give me your Skype too, because you didn't even tell me you had Skype. How dare you?
I literally just got a Skype before because I was working with another group of individuals on a project that I haven't yet had a chance to talk about, but I don't know if I could talk about it just yet. So I'll probably talk about it when I'm able to talk about it. So for now, I'm going to keep my mouth shut about the project.
Can you mention any? Okay. Is it blogger related, or is it YouTube related?
It's blogger related.
Oh, lovely. That sounds exciting.
Yeah.
Good for you.
That's why I got a Skype. Yeah.
Like I've had something. This is just a personal project. I've had something planning in the works for my blog for a while now, but I've had to wait until I could get the utensils together. I'm trying to do the eyebrow right now. This is personally going to be from all blogger friends. So I am going to feel it for next month. I am. It's nothing like overly simple, so it'd be kind of an option for my blogger friends to participate in or not participate. Ooh. So I'll definitely be reviewing date next month, which will be exciting. So.
Yay!
And
but I'll be sure to give you my Twitter, my Twitter. Sorry, my Skype, as well as to anyone else who likes to. I don't mind chatting on there. I love chatting on Skype.
Yeah, so do I. Like, I talk to all of, I talk to all of the staff at the anime blogger team and stuff like that. So, and I've never been on Skype so much in my life since I started blogging. I'll be honest. I was barely on it. It always just offline 24/7.
Yeah, it's the same for me. The same for me also with Twitter. Twitter, I'm trying to get better at. Some of you guys probably see I don't tweet a whole lot, but I try my best.
I don't know, like, speaking of like bloggers and Twitter, I don't know like how from Nick from Anime Corps and Joe, how do they tweet 24/7? Like, oh my god, I can't.
I'm at work.
You know what? Every time my Twitter feed is flooded, I'm like, how do you guys do it 24/7? Like, oh my god, they just leave. It's like, they live and breathe Twitter. It's their drug. It's their drug. Oh my god. I don't know how, even in general, I don't know how people can tweet like 24/7. I can only do the one now and again because I'm running the Anime TV Twitter as well. I'm trying to run that, and I really only, tweet on mine whenever I've got a, minute. And yes, Devon, it is addictive. It is addictive. definitely.
Oh,
So,
it can be. I'm trying to get better at that, and Instagram as well. It's hard to post.
Instagram I rarely post on. Like if I've got actually something interesting to show.
I post because I have two separate Instagrams. So I have like my personal Instagram, and then I have the YouTube Instagram. So I post on my personal Instagram all the time, but then it's like the YouTube one. I'm like, I need to post on there a little bit more.
I know. I forget how many accounts. Like I'm rarely on Facebook, but I forget how many accounts I'm like running. I really am only on Twitter a lot now.
Yeah,
like,
for Facebook,
that's my
I still have
main
my personal Facebook, but
you should tell. I know. So, okay, Devon's like, Joe's a student and now Nick's looking for a job, so they got a bit more time. You know, I know he had a lot of time to tweet, but Nick, I think he's always been tweeting. I know he has been looking for a job, but I think he's always just been tweeting all 24/7. Like even some other people I follow, they just, you know, do it 24/7. So
I don't know how to do it. I need to get better.
Yeah. So are we over your I think we're over your 15-minute mark now, aren't we?
We are. And trust me, I wish I could make it go on longer, but I have work tomorrow. So I have to get ready for work tomorrow.
Of course, real life always comes first.
I know, I wish it didn't.
Like now for me, it's Monday. It's Monday afternoon at the moment, where it's your Sunday evening.
Yep, for me it is Sunday night.
Yeah, it's an Easter long weekend. I've got the Monday off, and yeah, it'd be rare for me to even do a live stream during the week because I work 5 days a week, so it would have to happen on the weekend.
Trust me, I understand. For me, my off days are always changing since I'm in like the retail industry, so we never have set off days like Monday through Friday, Saturday and Sunday. So
yeah, it will be rare if my work says that they don't need me. So it'll be very so rare. So you know what, I take those days off with grace. So.
Yes.
All right. Well, I think we'll wrap up this live stream so you can, you know, get some decent sleep.
Yes, thank you guys.
I need to eat.
I feel it. I'm with you. I'm probably gonna want a snack.
Yeah, snack. I know, cookies and milk and Sailor Moon.
Yes, I have cheesecake that I want to eat.
Oh, I don't know what I've got, but I've got something in this house.
No, but I definitely want to have a link to this live stream so I can post it on my own YouTube channel.
Oh yeah,
on my own Twitter, so I can tell everyone to check it out and all the craziness that happens.
If they want to check out 3 hours worth of blogger girls talking,
yes. They'll love it.
Yeah. All right, everyone who has still stayed with us, which is Devon, Otaku, I can shoot anime reviews. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone that's tuned into this live stream. I've had a lot of fun, and it's so wonderfully nice to share. And it's been so nice to find it has. Make sure you guys channel, definitely. I know you blogger friends already follow her on a blog. If you don't, this.
Please do. Thank you.
All right. I'm gonna end this here now. If you guys want to add me, or me or Shay on Skype or anything like that, just let us know. I will add Magnitude Anime Reviews, Devon, Otaku Gamer Zone. Tell us if you have Skype or not. And I know your real name. I know your real name is Josh. Just putting that out there. Okay. All right. I'm gonna end it now.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Okay.